and then accordingly, everybody is going to welcome you all, and then you people are going to start speaking about the the topic which we are going to discuss.
So what is the schedule like? Means which topics are going? Means at what time are we expected?
Okay. Did you get the mail with the schedule that we had sent? Okay, what we'll do is that we'll just message you the schedule. We are just doing that. Okay. We'll be starting with the placement reports and all, and then we'll be talking about the interactive session. So we'll just send you the schedule.
And I started the site talking about the takeaways from BCIPS that really helped me in my professional career would be the learning taken from internship projects and trainings that I underwent here. So thank you to all the teachers for helping me with this.
I want to say thank you to the BCIPS to provide me the opportunity to present my gratitude towards the college. It was a great experience for me studying here. The institute provided me an opportunity to learn, grow, and to meet new kind of people and explore more about life. It has also helped me developing interpersonal skills, and the faculty were extremely knowledgeable and helpful, who are always there to provide me support and guidance in studies and in personal life. I was also part of its extracurricular activities such as cultural club, social club, placement cell, and seminars, etc., which have helped me in gaining experience in diverse fields and enhance my knowledge. In the last, I just want to say that the institute is a place full of learning, fun, culture, and literature. The place provides a great learning experience which is full of enjoyment. Thank you, Ms.
I am a proud alumni of BCIPS, now working with ING Netherlands as a KYC operations expert. My career would not have been possible without the foundation that was provided by my esteemed faculty members and my college. Whether it's sports, whether co-curricular or knowledge, BCIPS provides a great balance between both of them and great networking opportunities. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Aarti. I am from BBA batch 2011 to 2014. Well, BCIPS was such a great place to study. It's respectable professional teachers, professional environment, some premises, education. And if I talk about faculty, then you must be agreed upon that all faculties are quite good in their particular fields, and the way they teach it's quite tremendous. And you know what the exciting part is this? BCIPS has given me a lot of opportunities, like they provided me live seminar, live projects, like industrial visits. And like this, I have a long list where BCIPS has given me an opportunity to learn and improvise my skills. And the exciting part is this. I had applied all my skills in. It really helps in my career when I was working, which was my dream job. I had worked in Delhi International Airport Limited, GMR, in terminal operations as a senior executive, and I had applied all my skills and education over there. And you won't believe, I got the title of Best Ideator, Employee of the Month many times. So all thanks to BCIPS, I choose the right mentor for my career, and I'm really glad today I got this opportunity to share my perceptions for BCIPS. Thank you so much.
Hello all, my name is Ankit and I've been part of BCIPS in 9/11 batch. So it was the second batch in BCIPS for the MBA. And currently I'm running a digital marketing agency by the name of Oxymobi Media Private Limited. And we are actually assisting brands to meet their performance goals in the digital marketing domain. At that point in time, we used to have a lot of guest lectures, right? So in guest lectures, you actually get a lot of good inputs from the industry experts, right? So it actually helped me to nourish my skills and made me competitive in the professional domain. So to talk about, so I've been networking. I started my career with a financial company called Retrace, and then I joined a tech company by the name of Delhi Brahma, then Times Internet, Cargecko, and so on and so forth. So after experience for like 7-8 years, I started my own organization. And my only advice is to the younger ones is like taste everything. Try to be very clear in your goals, irrespective of the money that you get. Try to expedite your learning process, and growth is just around the corner. The college has helped me in developing my personal, professional, and interpersonal skills, and I hope you guys will also experience the same. Right? All the best to you. Take care. Bye bye.
Hello, guys. So, Nikhil to this side. Hope all of you are doing great in your life. Sorry, guys, I can't attend this alumni meet due to some busy schedule. So, yeah, I did my graduation from Banaras Shadiwala in 2021, and currently I'm pursuing Masters in Management from Indraprasth University, main campus, And talking about the faculties of BCIPS like Dr. Ajay sir, Dr. Suniti ma'am, Madhu ma'am, Latika ma'am, and Prashant sir, they really put up their efforts on us to enhance our skills, and they supported and guided us whenever we needed them. Or even they have organized various events and seminars for us, which are really beneficial. Like talking about just personally, he's a very mature person, and he taught us how to deal with the situation, whether it is personal or professional. And talking about the skills which one required to pursue his career in professional life, whether it is communication or interpersonal. So yeah, I've learned from here only. And thank you so much, BCIPS and all the faculty members for providing me this platform where I have upgraded myself in terms of knowledge and as well as the skills. And yeah, I'm really missing all the faculty members.
First of all, I am sorry I didn't attend the Retrace due to some personal reasons. My name is Renuka, and I was a student of first batch, 2008-10. Big hello to all my classmates. In 10-12 years, we have completed our MBA, and BCIPS is the reason where I am today. I would just say that once you enter BCIPS, you are raw materials, and the end products are diamonds actually. All the teachers, all the staff in Manarsidas are very, very supportive, very helpful, and most importantly, they are very approachable. So they will help you in each and every aspect, not only in just maybe in the theoretical part, but the presentations, seminar, everything, whatever is happening is only for you guys. So do take out the most benefit of it. And yes, you have to be very patient because the career graph goes like this. So patience is the key. But when you come out of BCIPS after completion of your MBA, you will be confident, you will be smart enough, you will be having managing skills totally different. And yes, to a certain extent, I would say that practical aspect, the corporate world is totally different from the theoretical world. Theory is just a base formation, but practicality is totally different. So whatever your teacher or your seniors or your alumni shares your experience with you of the corporate, you take it seriously. And that's it from my side. A big hello to all my classmates and namaste to all my teachers. Most of the teachers know me. And thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to send you a video at least. Thanks a lot.
Hello everyone, I am Ajano from MBA 2014-16 batch. Talking about my experience in BCIPS, it was really great. Like initially when I took admission, I was really scared, but by the passage of time, things became really smooth. And the entire credit goes to my teachers who gave me that comfort and who gave me that knowledge that I really needed in order to grow in my life. They gave me that confidence that I can do whatever I want to do in my life. Thanks to my teacher for their support and for the knowledge that they gave me, and also thanks to the friends, the friends for the lifetime that I made there in BCIPS. The worst part was to leave college. I still miss my college. I still miss my teachers. I still miss my friends, and I still miss those college days. So wish you all the very best, and thank you everyone. Thank you everyone. Thanks my teacher, and thanks to the college. Thank you.
Hello everyone. Greetings of the day to all of you. My name is Abhay Goyal, and I'm a pass out from BCIPS batch 2010-2012. What a journey it was. Even if I'm thinking it as on date, I'm getting a goosebump. I mean, it was full of excitement, fun, great learning. What a knowledgeable faculty we had that time. I see a couple of those faculty members are still in here. Dr. Aparna Mishra, Dr. Sunidhi Chandok. I mean, they were our gurus in all, whether this comes to the practical knowledge, whether this is theoretical knowledge, or whether this is market intelligence. We had everything gained from them. And that is why, I mean, after 10 years down the line, you see, this is where we are. So kudos to all of you who are currently part of this amazing organization, amazing institution, and wishing you all the very best for your career ahead, for your future endeavors, and for an amazing life that you will be enjoying from hereafter. Thank you. And as I always say to all my colleagues and peers, live life king size. So make it happen, make it large.
Hi juniors, कैसे हैं आप सब के सब? Well, मैं हूँ आशिमा नेगी, असिस्टेंट प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर आशिमा नेगी. Dear friends, ये एक वीडियो सेशन मैं आप लोगों के लिए करना चाह रही हूँ, जहाँ पे मैं आपसे बात करना चाह रही हूँ. मैं आशिमा जब फर्स्ट बैच से पढ़ के BCIPS से क्वालिफाई हुई, तो कैसी रही मेरी यहाँ पर 2 साल की लाइफ, और क्या क्या जो है वो आज भी यहाँ नहीं बदला है. मैं काफी बार यहाँ पे कॉलेज में आ चुकी हूँ. इनफैक्ट मैं अब तीसरी बार जो है आपके यहाँ पे एज गेस्ट स्पीकर आ रही हूँ, लेकिन यहाँ पे ऐसी कुछ चीजें जो बिल्कुल नहीं बदली, और वही जो है लाइफ है BCIPS की हर स्टूडेंट के लिए और हर एक उस इंसान के लिए, शख्सियत के लिए जो इस कॉलेज में काम करता है या इसके साथ जुड़ा हुआ है. फिर वो चाहे फोर्थ स्टाफ हो जो इतने वार्म है. सबसे पहले मैं उनको कहना चाहूंगी थैंक यू, बहुत वार्म है फोर्थ स्टाफ हमारे. अच्छा, फिर उसके बाद में बात करते हैं लाइफ इन कैफेटेरिया. तो सबसे ज्यादा आपको इंटरेस्टिंग लगेगी, क्योंकि कैफेटेरिया में ना बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट जो है आपको हर वक्त देखने को मिलते हैं, लेकिन कैफेटेरिया में ना ज्यादातर चीजें जो होती हुई नजर आती है वो आती है नोट्स शेयर हो रहे हैं, वहां पे एक दूसरे से नोट्स जो है वो लिए जा रहे हैं, नए फ्रेंड्स बनाए जा रहे हैं. अच्छा, अब इसके बाद बात करते हैं सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट जो इस पूरी BCIPS के कॉम्प्लेक्स में जगह है, वो है स्टाफ रूम. वैसे तो स्टाफ रूम सारे स्टाफ के लिए है, लेकिन आपको एक बात बताओ कि यहाँ पर ज्यादा से ज्यादा आपको स्टूडेंट्स जो है देखने को मिलेंगे. एक स्टूडेंट टीचर के साथ इंटरेक्शन इसलिए करता है कि इंटरनल मार्क्स में जो है थोड़ा सा हमारे टीचर्स हमारे साथ रिलैक्स रहेंगे. और ट्रस्ट मी, यहाँ पर जो इंटरेक्शन टीचर्स के साथ में होता है वो इंटरेक्शन होता है आई ओपनर. आई ओपनर कैसे? क्योंकि अगर आपको कोई भी दिक्कत आ रही है, करियर ओरिएंटेड आ रही है, पर्सनल प्रॉब्लम आ रही है, उसका सोल्यूशन यहाँ मिल जाएगा. जो क्लासरूम में नहीं पढ़ सकते वो स्टाफ रूम में आपको जो है टीचर्स पढ़ाते हुए नजर आएंगे डेफिनेटली. तीसरी लोकेशन यहाँ के कॉलेज की जो है वो है हमारे क्लासरूम्स और IT लैब. उसको कैसे भूल सकते हैं. क्लासरूम्स और IT लैब में बहुत सारी एजुकेशन आपको फ्लोट करते हुए नजर आएगी, लेकिन यहाँ पर स्पेसिफिकली मजेदार बात पता क्या है, क्लासरूम के अगर आप लास्ट में भी बैठे हुए हो ना, यानी कि आप बैक बेंचर भी हो, तो भी टीचर की नजर से नहीं बचे हो, क्योंकि वहां पर भी आपका पढ़ने का मन करेगा. टीचर अपनी ऐसी पॉजिटिव एक स्टडी रिलेटेड एनर्जी जो है ना वो आपको ओज आउट करेगा कि लास्ट बैक बेंचर्स का भी मन करेगा पढ़ने का. तो ये भी मेरे पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंसेस जब मैं यहाँ पे BCIPS में पढ़ रही थी. आई होप आपके भी एक्सपीरियंसेस इस तरह के रहेंगे. आई विश यू ऑल द वेरी बेस्ट फॉर योर फ्यूचर विद BCIPS. चाहे आप पोस्ट ग्रेड कर रहे हैं यहाँ से, चाहे ग्रेजुएशन कर रहे हैं, एंड इट्स गोइंग टू बी अ रोलर कोस्टर राइड फॉर यू एज वेल. ऑल द बेस्ट.
I hope all our audience enjoyed these speeches from our esteemed alumni members. Good morning, everyone. I, Yashika Nawali, along with my colleague Megha Singh, would like to extend a cheerful welcome to one and all present here in the Alumni Meet Retrace 2022. We request you all to kindly turn off your cameras and mute yourselves for the smooth conduct of the session.
Like branches of a tree, our lives may grow in different directions, yet our roots remain as one. An alumni meet is organized to celebrate and refresh old relationships and form new ones. It is an occasion when students gather at their alma mater, go down the memory lane, and look forward for new interactions with new hopes. A very good morning to all present. With great pleasure, we welcome you all to this wonderful occasion of our Institute's Alumni Interactive Session, Retrace 2022. The Institute has given our alumni unforgettable impressions. Those canteen gossips, presentations, project work, life mantras from teachers, and countless other memories are about to stay in our minds forever. Events and extracurricular activities organized by the college increased your exposure and made you confident, helping you a lot in striving and becoming what you are today. The wide range of tasks performed by you have given you a sense of responsibility towards our society, and the lessons taught by our proficient professors have given you indispensable knowledge and guidance throughout your stay here. Alumni Meet is a tradition in colleges to show it has not forgotten the graduated students, and our institute has established a tradition to stay connected with its alumni. I know time does not stop for anyone, and it takes a lot to take some time out of your busy schedule to be here, and for that, we thank you. All of you hold key positions of influence in the society today and are doing well in your chosen areas of expertise. So, here we welcome you all once again and would like to appreciate all the effort that is done by you all in your respective fields, and thank you for justifying the years spent by you at this institution. In keeping with the traditions, we would commence today's event by invoking the blessings of Ma Saraswati. May I request our technical team to please play the Vandana.
Dear audience, our director, Dr. Aparna Mishra ma'am, had to deliver a welcome address today, but unfortunately today morning there was a tragedy in the BCIPS family as Jayan sir's father passed away, and Aparna ma'am had to be there with him urgently. So I would now request Tanushree ma'am to please convey the message on ma'am's behalf.
Thank you, Yashika. Am I audible to all of you? Okay, so as Yashika told, ma'am was really excited for this meet and she wanted to convey this address herself. But since there was an unfortunate turn of events, she had to leave urgently, due to which I will be reading out ma'am's message for you all. So I'll be reading it out, but the words belong to ma'am. So here I go. Dear members of alumni, my fellow colleagues, my students, ladies and gentlemen, It gives me immense pleasure to address you all on this auspicious occasion of our institution's 8th Alumni Meet. A day like today is very important for us as it provides us the opportunity to meet with many of our old graduates after a long time, as well as provides them a chance to meet each other, their former teachers and other staff members. It also is an occasion to notice the changes and developments which happened in the institutes from then till now. This is really a great day. At the outset, I would like to extend my hearty appreciation to all of you, the organizing team of faculty, staffs, and students who have taken initiatives in organizing this wonderful event today. Kindly allow me to express my gratitude towards each and every one of you present here for sparing some time to be with all of us today. We know that it takes a lot to take some time out of your busy schedules and come over, but I believe that the experiences of this day, which you'll be taking home, will be worth the time that you all have spared. A decade and a half ago, our college was a very small and struggling organization. We started with just 60 students in 2008. And if we talk about today, our graduates have widely spread throughout the globe in search for growth, learning, and knowledge. Their performances are making a difference everywhere. Many of you are still on my mind, showcasing your excellence and outstanding performance. All your teachers back at your alma mater wish you a great time today and on all the other days to come. As you are aware that the campus life is precious to everyone, the years that you spent at BCIPS would have been the most joyous years of your life. You come to the campus as a small seed, and you go out as a big green tree, giving shades and shelters to many in the society. Those years you spent at your alma mater were equally or even more passionate and important for your teachers. Your teachers are proud of you and your achievements, you all being very passionate students and flourishing yourselves to your full potential. You made your teachers proud by grooming yourself as responsible citizens capable of assuming leadership wherever you go. Through you, we learned that we could touch the heart of every student and make a difference in their lives. Your accomplishments today give more energy and synergy to your alma mater. You are the brand ambassadors now who can put the image of BCIPS at a paramount position in this extremely competitive professional world. Many of you are placed at very senior and commanding positions in different industries and have created a strong footprint as proven professionals. Let me also take the opportunity to welcome each one of you to the campus to meet your teachers, to visit your classrooms, and also to share your real-life experience with our current students. Our young graduates are on the path of achieving greater heights in their life like you. Through you, we would like our current students to hear what the world outside expects from each one of them. It would be a good gesture from your side if you could share information which will support your juniors to get better placements. Even otherwise, your very presence and interactions will be a great source of inspiration and motivation to all your juniors and to your teachers as well. It's time to conclude now. So I would say, relive your memories today. Let the day be wonderful. May God bless all of you and your dear ones with lots and lots of happiness and accomplishments in life. I would like to thank all of you once again for your keen participation, as well as the support you have always extended towards your alma mater. Wish you a wonderful afternoon and memorable events. Have a good time ahead. No matter wherever you are on this globe, your BCIPS family will always be here for you. We can do it once they help us. Once we get going, then it can snowball. So connect today, transform tomorrow. It's not just our mission, it's our wish for you. So dear audience, dear alumni members, this was ma'am's welcome address for you all, which I conveyed on her behalf. Over to you, Yashika.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for conveying
Thank you,
ma'am's message
Tanushree ma'am, and
and
thank you,
giving an
Aparna ma'am.
energetic start to this event. Next, I request our HOD MBA program, Dr. Shamsher sir, to say a few words on the occasion. Sir, your mic.
Am I audible? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, everyone. This is one of the occasion where we cherish this occasion. However, it's online. Even still, that's a wonderful thought to meet you all again. And it's always nice to see some of the smiling faces which were there at that time also. So it's a great occasion. And it's another way to connect with you all on one-to-one basis. And since 2010, I had been meeting you on different occasions. So this is another occasion where I really cherish to be there. Now, as far as the MBA program is concerned, I will briefly tell you the result of our last batch, that is MBA 2022. In the whole fourth semester, we consistently had very good results. If I talk about the first semester, there were 615 distinctions in different subjects. Same in the second semester, 775. And in third semester, 686. Fourth semester, 729. So that shows the number of efforts put in by the students as well as the faculty, and that's translated into the result. And consistently, we had 100% result in MBA. I will briefly name the toppers of the different semester with their percentage. In first semester, we had Tanvi Indorkar topping the MBA first semester with 84%. She again topped in second semester with 92%. However, in the third semester, Radhika Singhal topped with the 93%. And in the final, Nikita topped with the 88%. So from 84 to 93, you can see there is a marked difference between the results. And if I talk about the present batch, MBA 2021, they had just had a one semester exam result so far. And in that, 737 distinctions are there. And the topper is Kuru Mahajan with 90% marks. This is the kind of the input that the faculty is able to deliver and the students are able to show. So that shows the consistency of the BCIPS MBA program over a period of time. Now I would like to touch upon some of the new things which are happening as far as MBA program is concerned. I'm sure all of you must be aware of the NEP, National New Education Policy announced by the present government. So the GCIPS University also has adopted NEP. And there are some of the changes which have taken place due to this NEP. The first change is that syllabus has been revised as per the guidelines of the new NEP and industry requirements. So now, in the flexibility is one of the major change in NEP. Even after 1 year, the student can drop and can get a PG diploma and can rejoin again as per the convenience of the students whenever they want to complete the MBA program. So this is one of the flexibility. Similarly, there are credit transfers, there are new subjects. I'll briefly take into that. Another change which has taken place. I'm sure most of you be aware of minor and major specialization at your time. Now this has been changed into the dual specialization. That means there is no major and minor. Now there are dual specialization, and in one new specialization has been added, and that is the operation analytics, and that is the demand of the industry also. So this is one great change which the university has that. And apart from this new specialization, there are 2 open courses which the student can take themselves. The only direction from the university is that it must have 3 credits, and they can do from SWAYAM portal or any other online portal which is recognized by the UGC or the university. And there are 2 such courses in second semester as well as in third semester. Another change which has been brought in that another minor project has been introduced in the second semester. So from the second semester onwards, they will be keep on doing the projects. So that will give you little bit of practical exposure right from the second semester. Then in third semester, they have the summer training. In the fourth semester, they have the final research project. And another change which have been made is that the number of credits have been reduced, so that it becomes easier for the students to complete the course. So earlier it used to be 114 credits, now it's 108 credits. And once you got 102 credits, you get the MBA degree. That's another change. And there are changes in their specialization subjects as well. Finance is one of the area where there are a lot of changes have taken place. So in finance, the financial econometry has been added, investor analysis and portfolio management has been added, financial tool has been added, behavioral finance has been added. So a number of changes have taken place in this within the specialization itself. When I talk about marketing, you will find there is another subject called customer relationship management and digital and social media marketing. This is another subject which has been added into the marketing specialization. As far as the HRM is concerned, one pupil analytics that has been added into the specialization subjects under HRM. So these are some of the changes which have been done by the university, and as the institute is affiliated with the IP University, we are strictly following and adopting all these changes which have been initiated by the GGSIP University. So that is a brief about me. And once again, I thank all those alumni who are present here. And it's really nice to meet you all. Thank you very much. Back to Yashika.
Thank you, sir, for your kind words. Next, I request our HOD BBA program, Dr. Davinder Sharma, sir, to motivate the audience with his words.
Okay, good morning, everyone. Yashika, I'm audible?
Sir.
Okay, fine. Now, so again, after complete 1 year, we meet again. I see the old faces, the Renuka and Ashima, the 2008 batch onwards. So again, it's very wonderful to meet you. So Preet, I just see that there are a lot of students from 2008. Now 14 years I complete in this college, and so many students. And the Radhika is there. Yes, Radhika. So all my initial students of 2008, 10, 9. It's very wonderful to see you again. Now it's a platform where we can again interact and meet, so that your juniors learn a lot of things from you, and then see where their seniors are. The purpose of this alumni meet, okay, regular interaction, understanding, and your experience sharing. You are there just like a guardian. You can just motivate them how to pursue further. What are things are required to become a successful manager in the corporate world. So once again, thank you to all of you to join this alumni meet. Now, from 2009 onwards, that's BB program started. Until now, again, we have 10 to 11 batches are gone. Now we see the academic performance of BBA. It's wonderful if we compare the last 2 years, 2019-22. So the first shift again, we have 75% more than marks voted by all the students. And there are 3 or 4 toppers, 89% above. It's a wonderful performance by the student, as well as definitely there's a contribution on the teachers also who can direct them, teaching them effectively. Same for this second shift also. Again, out of 60, 48 students got the 75% and above marks, and there are 4 toppers, 89% above. There's a tremendous performance by the BB student, as well as the contribution of the faculty. Now you see, if the last year onwards, there is a lot of drastic change in the BB program totally. This is totally industry based. You see now, like MBA, from 4th semester onwards, the specialization possibly started. Now they have to learn a lot of new papers. They have to just go through the marketing analysis, then performance management, financial modeling. In 4th semester, HR analytics, advising brand, investment analysis, portfolio management. Now the purpose of this new syllabus, that students get the maximum benefit, and their learning process is very effective. Because in the new, as per the new NEP policy, the variety of reports are introduced by the university for the UG level. They have a minor reports also. In the second sem, again in the 4th sem, they have a summative report also, they have a bullet report also. So 4 reports they have to prepare. The purpose, the maximum knowledge they can gain and get the maximum advantage and more exposure. Because nowadays, your additional learning is very, very important if you have to get a good success in the market. Then, as I told you, the variety of specialization programs, which is a new, you can say, area under the new NEP policy. Those who are BBA student right now, as you see, they don't have at their time, but now they introduce this particular syllabus and they just try to understand the variety of papers, and they can easily choose in which area they do further after completing the BBA. So they have options. Either they are doing the marketing, finance, HR, This is something different. And side by side, there is one important additional activity which is introduced by the university, that's it, MOOC courses over the student portal or any statutory bodies. This is again is a 3 different credits, which is very, very important for all the students. Now, as if you see today, our BBA second semester students, they are doing variety of MOOC courses, which is mandatory for our purpose. Additional certifications, which is very, very important. All my senior students, those who are here, those who are on job, they know the benefit of these certifications. If they have more and more certification, more and more advantage. Now in the second sem as well as in the fourth sem, they have to do all these certification from the statutory bodies, from the ACT portal, from the UGC, from the other different criteria. Now, the credit basically now, as per the new annual policy, 134 credit required to complete the group. Earlier, there was a number is very high, but you see, the whole system of BBA is totally changed, and students now getting a more and more opportunities to develop themselves, understand, and ready for the future challenges, which is nowadays required in the corporate sector. So once again, I thank you to all of you, all my you can say 2008 onward students. They just pay their time, they come back and they interact. So I'm here for the last 14 years. Anytime I see my old few faces. So you're most welcome. It's your college, and we are here. So thank you very much once again, and welcome to the Alumni Meet. Over to you, Ashik.
Thank you, sir. It was a pleasure listening to you. And now request
Yashika.
our placement.
Jessica, just 1 minute. Since the tragedy happened with the Jain sir, myself and Dr. Sharma have to leave the meeting and to join the Mr. Jain for the cremation of his father. So I would like to extend my thanks to all of you, those who are able to meet and available in the meet. Thank you so much. And please pardon us for the leaving the meeting in between due to the circumstances as mentioned. Thank you very much.
Okay, all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yashika, you can continue.
Moving ahead. Now I request our placement cell coordinator, Dr. Ajay Usmani sir, to share his valuable thoughts with us.
Yes, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Retrace 2022. So I think you are the asset for the organization. So I start with a quote. Please listen to it. Out of clutter, find simplicity. From discord, find harmony. And in the middle of difficulties lies opportunity. So this is an opportunity that we are meeting again here. And this opportunity comes to be a boon to us. And it has been rightly said, the great aim of education is not knowledge, but action. But who is the action? Who is bringing the action for this college? It is our anonymous. That means the alumni matter. So I welcome you again for this thing. Now, in short and precise, I would like to present before you. So please have a view of the placement report. So the placement that, as you know, the placement we start in the month of October to September. So this year also and the last year also we have started the placement process from October to September. The file and placement is being conducted from the month of October to August, which you can see. So the last year, 1921, it was an year in which, due to pandemic, to different difficulties, but we were able to place 100% placement for our MBA student. That is a great achievement for us. As well as in the BBA course also, we were able to place more than 90% in the BBA course. Now this year, 2020, we are in the process of placing them, and still we are lagging 7 points behind, but we have placed 81%. That means the average rate is good, 81%, and we are eager to place all our students. Now you see the package wise when you see the package wise, previous slide. Not the previous slide, first slide. Yes, that we are increasing our average salary. You find that it was 3.1, 3.42, 3.3, and this year it is 4.2. The highest package, it is 8.4, and we will like to say you that it will increase more and it will be covered, and we think that 100% placement will be done. Now in 19 and 21 batch, there were 10 students, all of them placed. We have got 100% placement. Total company visited, it was 116. One of the major companies were ICC Prudential, Flick IT Solution, HDFC Bank. The highest package was 6.4. 2020, we have got 101 student, 94 have shown their interest, 71 already placed, and then the percentage is 81. The company that have visited is 75. The major are ICC Bank, Zara Education, BPS, Saxoft, Kotak Mahindra Bank, TCS, Accenture, GFK, DX Technology, Adani Power, Infosys. So these are the major companies who have visited our campus. The highest package is 8.4 lakh per annum. Look here. Okay. Now the next slide. Now, what are the placement highlights? Now, the major placement highlights are our summer internship, managerial development activities, and alumni service talk, that is epilogue. So, I will like to tell you that each year, this year also and last year also, the summer internship was 100% placement for every student, for BBA and MBA, and in them we find that majority of the students are having two offer for their summer training. Now come the managerial skill development, the placements will always organize different types of skill development activities like career counseling, employability test, and webinar for the student employability. Our one of the important series, that is the alumni talk series, in which we ask our ex-alumnus, our ex-student to come here and share their view. So we have also been able to have this series for the student. Now, the major skill development activities that we have conducted, it was summer internship seminar by Ms. Shalini Gautam, resume building workshop by Mr. Abhishek Gupta. Then we have the communication skill by Mr. Tarannum Naseem Raza, webinar on the employability test by Jasmeet Singh Sethi, then mock interview workshop and employability test for both BBA and MBA student. So these now you can see the different types of the managerial skill development activities pictures, which you can have your view. Now in the alumni talk series, that is our major program that we conduct in our college. I would like to thank our ex-student, Mr. Gaurav Sirohi, for coming here and giving the lecture on the expectation management in sales and marketing, Mr. Harsh Vandhan for career in the hospitality industry, Ms. Nidhi for honing interview skill, Ms. Anurpati Patre for making a successful career in banking sector, Anjali Sharma and Sherasi Chaudhary for coming and addressing the student regarding new things that is happening in the corporate world. So we can see the picture of our ex-student, our alumnus, which you can have a familiar face here. So thank you all the alumnus for coming for the program epilogue and sharing your view. Now, life project, which is a very important part for the students who are pursuing their career, who are pursuing their degree in our college. So this year we also offered life project to our students. Some of the students were placed in Tutordude, then Travis, then HECA support services, and one student was also offered internship by the viral patient. It was a performance based for that stipend as per as the company rules and regulation. Now, the activities that we have conducted, it was activities of the group discussion, mock interview, and resume building. So these all are the activities which come under the placement cell, which we used to do regularly in our college, so that the student of both BBA and MBA get equipped with the demand of the time, with the demand of the corporate world, and they change themselves to excel in their future. Now, these are the certain pick of the activity which you can see: summer internship, epilogue, then career counseling, then honing a skill, then interview skill. So these were certain activity pick we can be familiar. Now, this is a very important thing, that the profile, eligibility, and activity. Here we need the support of our alumnus. So it means that we have provided the different types of the area of specialization, profiles, eligibility criteria, and the activities conducted. So we have got the finance. In finance, we offer the profiles or different types of the lead that come to us. Therefore, the derivative analysis, research analysis, equity research, portfolio management, leads analysis, and accounting. Now, eligibility, what are the different eligibility that has been required at that time? Based on that, we conduct the activities, like we conduct the workshop on research method, financial market, Karvi workshop, MSD, management development skills, personality development classes. So these are the things that has been conducted based on the area of specialization and the students' interest in which they select in their third semester, and they further proceed in their fourth semester. So we have got the IT field also. Then we go for the marketing, sales, and HRM. Then the last slide. Then it is supply chain management. So here we see that we actually, the activities that has been conducted, it is very important. Like we have been able to conduct different types of the seminar, webinar based on the area of the specialization. So we have got a committee, we have got a different types of the team who conduct the webinar, seminar, and research topic in the field of marketing, finance, HR, IT. And these workshops, seminars are completely industry interference. That means what? We interact with industry, we take their view, and based on that, we conduct the different types of the activity. Now coming to the list of company who have visited our company, these are the major industry which have visited our company. They are the JFK, ICC Bank. Now I would like to tell you that we have placed 6 students in the ICC Bank as a deputy manager, and they were offered the PPO. Now this PPO that is offered to our student, it speaks about our student quality as well as our teaching. Then I would like to tell you that our student this year have placed in the TCS, and 3 students have got placement in TCS, 1 in Accenture, 1 in Adani Group. Then we have the placement in the TXC Technology. So that means our pool for the branded industry, for the branded organization is rising, it is coming forward. And I will request all of you that if you want to come and write your organization name in the list of company for the coming student, most welcome to Banachidas Chandiwala. So these were the major company who have visited this year. Like you can see the list: ICC, Genpact, IDBI, IPL, India Mart, Indusland, Info India, then Sakrani Group, Zaro Education, Rapid, SIS, Paytm, Wheeling, Car Shops, then Cars 24. Yes, ma'am, next slide. Kotak Mahindra, Adani Power. Recently, one of our students got placed in Adani Power. Then Polestar, Cognizant, CRD, Byju's, Furniture Galley, then Wyndham Healthcare, Lenskart, Tops, Cloudfence, CNN National. So these were the different companies who have been able to come to our college, and our students are placed in that. That means we are doing better in the field of placement. Now, there are certain innovative practices for the placement post in BCIPS. One, focus on business communication. You will agree with me that unless or until you are not good in your business communication, you can't survive. So we play a lot of emphasis how to improve your business communication. Critical operation of current issues. That means you should be connected with the external environment. For that, we have got different types of the seminars, seminar for the student, by the student, and then the seminar by the external participant from the corporate. Then employability test. So for this employability test, we have got a policy that is students who join in the year, we take their employability test by the established employability test companies like Vbox or Naukri.com, and based on their score, we develop them for the 2 years. And before going for their final placement, we conduct another employability test, and then we compare what was their record in the first semester and what is the record in the fourth semester. So we find and we feel that there is a change in their different types of the skills that will be required to crack the test or to excel in the corporate world. Then soft skill courses are in the curriculum, as told by HOD Samsher sir, that certain courses are coming in the curriculum to develop your soft skill, and we also try to develop that soft skills by developing the different types of the program. Then the industry is participate. So we have got the conclave. We conduct management conclave annually, and we have this year we have also added the HR conclave. And in the HR conclave, we have got the people from the different industry, different marketing domain. And there were 10 people from the industry, steel case, then Maruti Suzuki. There were different people who have placed HR head. And it was a really very great program in which they came and discussed the things which is required in the student. And it was very successful. Then MUs, yes, as a placement cell, we have got MUs with the 10 to 7 industry who come to our college. They take our student and they also help us to make them, to groom them. We have got the grooming session, then critical thinking, online certification courses. This is a new thing that is coming, that apart from your regular courses, you can go for your online certification courses. So we at BCIPS have got a understanding with the industry in which the Sailor Academy. So that means we have got a MU with the Sailor Academy, which offer the free online courses, and students are being motivated to have one course at least from that online certification courses, which they will that will enrich their CV. Then we have got different committees, different cells, different clubs in which students are being asked to participate and to how to organize themselves, how to coordinate with the other team members. It has been embedded in them. Then this is our flagship program that is called customized mentoring program. Here the innovation is what that from the first year we assigned 5 to 6 students to every faculty member. So if a student who joined the MBA from the first year, from the first semester to the last semester, he will be nurtured by that faculty, and we call them the parent faculty. So it means what? That 5 students will be in touch with the faculty member for the 2 years which they are in the college, and everything will be documented, everything will be noted down, how many times they have met their mentor, what was their problem, what was the things that they discussed. And these faculty whom they have been assigned the student, they will conduct the mock interview, they will have a lead for them, and that means what? It will help us in knowing and touching with the student and create a sense of belongingness for the student as well as the faculty. Recently we have launched our news bulletin, that is business BCIPS management buzz, and that management buzz is about the different areas of the management in which new things are happening, the research, the new articles, the new topic, which is very important, which as an academician we can share with the corporate world, and which on which we are doing the research by which you can be connected. So that magazine has been sent to you, and we might have received that also. Now these are certain credentials for our proud alumni. Then we have got the Kamika, then Deepak, Mrinal, Suprit Kaur, Himanshu Dhawan. So I can read from Himanshu: great and super innovative journey in BCIPS. College is equipped with.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, yes, good afternoon, Himanshu. And a big library with a supportive faculty member. Yes, I know, and I have got a firm belief that you are very much like our faculty members, and we also like you very much. So these are the certain credential from our alumnus. Now you can see the different pictures that has been conducted over a year in our college. And this is the last slide, which is our motto, which is our vision, and on which we work. Ideas are cheap and evident. What is of value is the effective placement of those ideas into situation that develop into action. So this was this was the presentation about the placement cell that we are doing in our college, and we now expect you to please come forward and help us in our placement process, because I think that you are the major person who can bring the brand to the organization. Now BPCIPS is also striving very hard, and we are doing a lot of things for our social media. So we are trying to place ourselves everything on the social media. We are on the Instagram, we are on the Twitter, we are on the Facebook, everywhere. So I would like you to please join the link and please share your view regarding the things that you are doing. And on the behalf of my placement team, I myself, Dr. Ajad Usmani, Tanushri ma'am, and Dr. Latika Mehrotra, we'd like to thank you all, everybody who are present there and given your valuable time to the Alumni Meet Retrace 2022. So with this, I would like to hand over the mic to the comparing team. Thank you very much. Welcome to BCIPS. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Thank you, Arjun sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Your words were inspiring. Coming up next are the students of BBA with a skit especially prepared for today's occasion. I am sure our audience is going to relate to it. Over to the team.
There are three friends, Priya, Siddharth, Rohan, in school giving their final exams, and Siddharth was a bit upset for the exam as he was not prepared and was having condolences of Priya and Rohan afterwards.
Awesome.
I know what you're doing about the beginning of the thing and let's see what happens.
Yes.
So let's go.
As the results were served, all the students were excited about it and were a bit curious about college.
रिजल्ट आ गया क्या हुआ कैसा है
मेरा भी नहीं है चलो तुम सबको कॉलेज का lot of things. So let's party.
Let's party.
Yes.
Priya was a bit nervous for the first day of Cole Age as she will not be going with her best friends and has to face new faces alone.
हाँ जी हम पहुंच गई हूँ कॉलेज हाँ यार डर तो बहुत लग रहा है मुझे
थैंक यू चल ठीक है मैं तेरे को बताऊंगी कैसा चल यार और बस सिर्फ मेरी
Priya was very upset with her Cole Age life and was getting irritated as she was not able to make friends.
यार कौन है जल्दी कर Now this lift is also disturbing me.
Her mother tried a lot to talk to her but quit it in the end and called her friends, but that was also of no use.
बेटा मैं थोड़े दिनों से देख रही हूँ परेशान सी लग रही है कॉलेज में बात मुझे एक बार में ना कोई बात नहीं सीधा फिर मेरा दिमाग खराब हो गया मुझे लगता है रजत और सुखमान से बात करनी पड़ेगी हेलो रजत guys कैसे हो यार
What guys? ठीक है तुम सुनाओ कैसा जा रहा तुम्हारा कॉलेज बताना ना क्या हुआ Let's let me know what you are feeling. अच्छा नहीं लगा
टाइम लगा तुम लोग मना
Priya's mother took her to shopping and there she found one of her old friends who was also from the same Cole Age and there her friend Preeti told her about the friendly faculty members and the stuff she would need at phone.
चलो हम भी चलते हैं शॉपिंग करके आएंगे अरे बेटा चलो ना शॉपिंग करेंगे तो चलो अरे मन में और बहुत ज्यादा फील होता है अरे टीचर कभी भी कोई भी प्रॉब्लम आ जाए तो प्रॉब्लम हमारी सॉल्व कर रही है इस बात के बाद ट्राई कर दीजिए मतलब टीचर से बात करना कोशिश करते हैं मेरे को भी प्रॉब्लम निकालने की प्रॉब्लम के बाद
Her friend Preeti suggested her to meet the counselor at co-age for help.
Why not? Not gonna have a problem. I'm so much of issues with my classmates. None of them is interested to talk to. Because college की लाइफ में ऐसा होता है और starting से बहुत problems आती हैं ऐसा नहीं होता कि कोई आपसे आके बात करे you have to go first. You have to join some groups. Have to turn off the big part of the life so that it can bring in the other.
After meeting the counselor, she was very relieved and was ready to face the new co-age.
It was indeed a wonderful performance. I really hope to do such entertaining performances when I come back as an alumni to my alma mater one day. I hope you all enjoyed the performance. Moving forward, we will now invite our alumni members to share their thoughts and experiences with us. We would like to inform the audience that for arranging this session, we had contacted our alumni members personally and requested them to answer some questions which we had designed especially for getting personal inputs for them, and a number of alumni members had shown their willingness to interact. We would now request them to please answer the questions which we would now be asking on the behalf of the audience. We would request all the speakers to turn on their cameras and briefly introduce yourselves first, then share your views. For the first question, may we request our esteemed alumni member, Ms. Shikha Datta, to share her views. The question is, since how long have you been working in your functional area and what are the changes you have observed in it over the period of time? Excuse me, is Ms. Shikha Datta present in the meeting?
Okay, in that case, we would request anyone else to answer. We have Shalu, we have Radhika, we have Ashka. Anyone would like to answer this question? Yashika, would you please repeat the question once?
Hold on. Since how long have you been working in your functional area and what are the changes you have observed in it over the period of time?
Over the period of time, the changes which we have witnessed. What was the first sentence? So because there's some voice missing. Can you repeat the first part of the question again?
Since how long have you been working in your functional area and what are the changes? Yeah.
Okay, got that. Thank you, Yashika. Thank you for the question and the opportunity. And hi, everyone from my batch also, and hi, everyone to other alumni who have graduated after our first batch. And thank you so very much, dear faculties and Aparna ma'am also to give us this opportunity. Now, I have been working since the past 20 years. Only last month, I completed 20 years of work experience. And I have had quite a good number of shifts from various domains. I've been working in service industry, then I worked for oil and gas sector, then I moved back to education service industry. So for the past current experience, I'm working into education service sector, and here I've been working for the past 6 to 7 years. And I would say gradually you change yourself emotionally as well as mentally once you start observing what's happening in and around yourself. It's more of an observation which helps you stay in any field, whichever sector you're operating. The observation which you make around your peers, around your bosses, around your subordinates, the observations, how they behave, they interact with you, which actually help you take you further in your career rather than you just imposing yourself on others. number one. Number two, I would also like to say, once you're operating in any functional area, the best way to deal is to stay calm and composed, because there would be hardships, not just by every month or every year. Hardships are going to be by every minute. And with saying that, I would not like to scare you out here, but hardships would be different for every other person. It's the way how you handle the hardships which will make you actually conquer those hardships and take you further. So I think that perhaps answers your question. So thank you, Yashika. Over to you.
And just to add to
Thank you,
that,
Ashima, ma'am.
I will take a minute to just add to that, if you allow. I believe the question also asked about the functional area you have been and you have seen the changes. One thing that changes and one thing that we have learned earlier, we were taught this thing, that change is the only constant. It is the actual reality, because every function you will see, there is a dynamic nature of all the functions connected with it. So you need to be agile at the core, where you need to adapt to the changes which are happening in the environment, which are happening in the technology side, in order to kind of reign supreme in your function.
To sum it up, yes, it is. Change is the only constant.
Okay. Thank you, Ashima ma'am and Sukrit sir. So, Ms. Shikha ma'am, would you like to answer now?
Yeah, hi Ashika. Good afternoon, everyone, and sorry, my sincere apologies for not switching on my camera because I'm down with the viral. But I thought just to be a part of this program and just share my 5 minute thoughts. So even my voice is very much like that, so you can understand. So, good afternoon, dear students and all faculty members. So, I am from MBA batch 2013 to 15. So, here I would like to, put on my thoughts on this question. Like I would also like to give just a small introduction about myself. Currently, I'm working as deputy manager in JK Siemens in corporate affairs and government licensing profile. So obviously, this BCIPS is a kind of a platform that I got, which enables me to perform in my career and also lead to me success. So here I want to highlight some of the points. Like obviously, what I have seen that competition is getting really high. So apart from the knowledge that you are getting from the BCIPS, you have to specialize yourself in some skill sets that corporate is looking forward to. Yeah, and also keep updating yourself with the current trends and technology. And also, I felt that, the startup environment is actually growing a lot and it's constantly growing. And if you really want to learn from scratch, then I think startups is the best platform because I worked with a lot of startups in my previous organization. So, what I felt is that, they groom you so well that, in the future, you can think of becoming a CEO or handling a big corporate. So I think that's a change. That's a change that I felt, and also digital marketing and creative communication should be there in there in you. So you should learn about it, and so the corporates are looking for that, and also they are looking for a person who is able to work in a team. So these are the kind of the skills that corporates are looking forward to, and I have seen a change in that in the corporate world. So I think I'm, giving my submission to this.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your
Over to
candid
you,
answer.
Yashika. Yeah.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.
Next, I would like to request Ashima ma'am to answer another question. Ma'am, could you please share with us the challenges that you faced in your career span and how you dealt with them? Ma'am, you are on mute. Can you please switch on your mic? Yes, you're audible now.
Okay. Hi, Megha. Thank you so very much for the lovely question, and thank you everyone for the opportunity. Yet another opportunity for me to speak here. Now,
sorry to disturb.
The challenges in my career.
Megha, may I take a leave because my health is not keeping well, so you may continue, right?
Thank you. Okay, ma'am. Sure. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, do take care of your health, Shikha. Okay. So thank you very much for once again the opportunity to speak. And yes, I do have a very huge career span. I think so. Before I mentioned, it's almost 20 years now, been working. Since my days from BCPIS, we were the first batch students of 2008-10 MBA. And since then, if I talk about how my career has spanned, it has spanned pretty good and pretty beautifully, I would say. The challenges which I'm facing currently right now is the factor since I have to operate 8 to 10 hours a day on camera because my current profile is to teach across the country. I have students from Kashmir, Guwahati, Kerala, or right now recently my organization is into capturing Hyderabad, Telangana. So I'm getting a lot of students from Nasik and Telangana as well. So we are on camera all the time and we do not know what people are thinking of us and especially me being female, there are many reservations also which come across to us. And there would be situations like when people are not very much accepting us, especially I faced this situation when I was teaching in Kashmir live from my studio here. So the problem which I faced was that people in Kashmir were not ready to accept me as a female teacher teaching them. There were a lot of apprehensions. In class, we can see that when we are teaching, we have language issues also. If I'm teaching in Hindi, unko English chahiye. If I'm teaching in English, they want Hindi. So a lot of things happen. So I have been learning a lot of languages also these days, been learning Gujarati and Bengali as well, so as to accommodate to many learners. Now, the fact which I have personally witnessed is over this 6-7 years of teaching experience online, on YouTube as well as in my current company, is the fact is when we are on camera, every other time we are in the storm of the eye. Now, once you're in a cubicle, you're in the storm of your eye of your peers only, which could be 5-6 people around you, or even your boss. So the number of people in whose eyes you are is like very limited, 10 to 15 odd people with whom you interact on a daily basis. So you need to accommodate yourself every other time with respect to other people. And when you are working in a corporate world, although for me, I'm supposed to accommodate 1,000 people every other time, because if I'm teaching a batch size of 200 to 1,000 people on a daily basis, yes, my accommodation span is a little bit more. I would say a little bit more. But on the other hand, I would say for people who work in corporate sector, who have office job, who have to just report to the bosses or just interact with the peers and subordinates, their impact size is very much reduced. तो आपके ऊपर emotional, mental and जो आपसे deliverable requirements आती हैं, वो 10 से 15 लोगों की maximum आपके पास आ सकती हैं. In such a situation, my suggestion to everyone who is watching this session live and recorded, otherwise also to my fellow students and जो juniors हैं जो watch कर रहे हैं session को, या जो peers हैं जो मेरे साथ graduate किए थे या जो हमसे 1-2 batch बाद qualify किए थे, उनको मेरी तरफ से यही suggestion रहेगा कि it's very easy for us to say कि accommodate, try to control your emotional being, don't get the impact on yourself. It's very easy to say that. It's very tough to do that. But corporate job is highly dynamic in nature. It gives a lot of nerve-wracking situations to you by the minute, I said earlier. And for us is to always accept it with open arms. Things will not always be lovely and glossy and rosy all the time. So the best part is to make sure that cling on to the happy feelings which you have had previously in your life. It could be based on your personal experiences in your life, with your family, with your friends, with your college. And it could be you were happy somewhere down the line with your bosses or with your colleagues previously. But now if it's not the time, just stay on, hang in there. Things are going to become absolutely good next time, definitely, for sure. Number one. Number two, bosses are never bad. It's actually a presumption across the corporate world that bosses are taken to be bad. They are the ones who are just doing their jobs. They're also human beings. And my boss is very sweet to me. He's although younger to me, he's very sweet to me. And the way we have a rapport is like even because we don't connect face to face, we are staying geographically in different locations, ours is a network style organization. So in such a situation, over the phone, he can sense out that I'm not well or I'm emotionally down. So if you are able to connect with your bosses, whatsoever gender, we need not bother that you are a female, she is a female. We don't think on that lines. If your connection with your boss is as such that he or she can make you out, then I think you have openly accepted that person as your boss willingly. And once you start accepting him, he would be the sweetest person, she would be the sweetest person around. And जो एक दिमाग में एक sentiment होता है ना कि bosses से डर के रहना है, that will just go away. So if you're starting your career or if you're in the middle of the career, just be happy with the fact that you're going to get a boss who's going to make sure he's going to hold your hand, take you further in your career. He's not going to be the one who's there to make sure that your career sabotage ho jaye. Just don't take it that way at all. Because if you ooze out positivity towards your boss, he's going to make sure, she's going to make sure that he'll be there when you need him or her the most. So that's what I have gained as an experience over the past 20 years of work life. And I think that's what the best I can share with you right now. So that will be all from my side. Megha and Yashika, thank you for the lovely session. I hope it answers your question. If I could be of any further help, do let me know. And thank you everyone for having me with you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. It was indeed helpful to know your experience. I would like to request Ms. Antara Sood to answer the next question. Ma'am, how important do you think it is to communicate well in order to connect or network with your peers, friend, and organization on a personal and professional platform?
Ma'am, welcome, Mantra. You'll have to unmute.
I think this is a corporate problem nowadays. We have still not get used to just unmute ourselves before speaking. So yeah, it still happens. So thank you so much, Megha, for a wonderful question. So just to introduce myself first, I work with LifeWorks. It's a Canadian-based organization, and I'm a part of a talent acquisition team here. I take care of a global recruitment, specifically UK, Ireland, Canada, US, and India. So yeah, sitting virtually in India and being there all over the world. So the question was in terms of communication and why it is important to connect with how communication plays an important role in connecting with peers and colleagues, right? It is important. Any date is important. It's just not for the fact that you have to go get into corporate and speak to everybody and network and make friends and make colleagues and just connect. It's going to be important for every basic communication, every basic information that you're going to deliver. It can be with your friends. It is going to be with your family slowly and gradually. It is going to be with your, once you're growing up in your career, it is going to be with your colleagues, with the bosses, with the other, bosses, and so a lot of chains and hierarchy within the organization that you have to follow, right? So it is important. Now, it is very important to identify where your strengths are. A lot of people have their strengths in interpersonal skills. A lot of people have their strength when it comes to oral communication, and a lot of them have in written communication, right? So if I take my example, I might not be very good at writing emails because it does not go rightly, it's not very concise, or might not go, whatever I want to say, it might not go very correctly. But I'm good at when I'm speaking verbally or when I'm communicating through a video call or something like that nowadays. So it depends to identify what your key skills are, whether you communicate well verbally or whether you communicate well through an email. Nowadays, it's just about, so things have become so close. It does not really matter whether, it's just about communication nowadays. It does not really matter whether you're face to face or not, right? Because half of the time you're not on face to face, just about communicating it right. And it plays an important role when it comes to building your network, because a lot of us are introvert in nature, right? When we get into the job, we do not know what to do, who to communicate with. Is this the right person to ask question, or is it not? They might not even understand us. So these kind of confusions, kind of create hindrance to our growth as well. And that's the point where you have to realize that the communication is the only key. Until unless you would not let other person know that you're suffering, that you have a problem, you have an issue, how would that person know that there is some gap? So just to build the gap, one of you or either you have to take the initiative and close that gap, and build your rapport, help in that networking and just support. So I hope it answers the question.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for your candid answer. The next question is for Ms. Shalu Rai. Ma'am, could you please share with us how did your experience at BCIPS help you in your career growth?
Sure. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Hi, everyone. Firstly, this all meeting setup reminds me of my time when we used to arrange all of this thing. And trust me, guys, it's not an easy job to do. So, firstly, thank you for the event. And I'm really loving to see all of the faces, new one as well as the some familiar. So, before starting up with the question, I think I would like to give a brief introduction of mine. My name is Shalu Rai, and I am from the batch 2016 and 18. So, after the completion of MBA, I started my corporate journey with Citi, and after that, I am into Macquarie presently. So, my profile is into financial reporting. We prepare and review financial statements for the organization. So now, as per the question, like how was my experience at BCIPS that literally helped me in my career growth? So I think if I have to sum it up, we have to, as a student, uh, no, it's very easy to say, "अरे ये college अच्छा नहीं है, हमें placement नहीं मिला," or to cribbing over small things. But we have to understand that there's always a direct as well as indirect support from the college, and I'll explain it how it benefited me. So we have to think as a student, because at that point of level we do not have that kind of maturity to understand how to utilize, how to arrange stuff. So anywhere in the atmosphere or the world, you're not going to get everything in a single platter. You'll get the opportunity, and you have to organize that per your skill sets. So as I mentioned, there are direct and indirect support. So I will explain it how. So I'll start from the indirect one. For example, whenever we used to go for the job interviews, even besides BCIPS, that we have approached ourselves or we have registered ourselves, I think the teachers and the faculty members were so cooperative to mark the attendance. You just have to show the you just have to show the interview schedule, and you'll get that liberty to attend that interview, and it will not hamper the attendance. It is a kind of a support. Secondly, organizing the events. I think there were numerous events. I'm not very sure how was it conducted during the COVID time, but there were seminars, there were workshops where the students were the leaders. They have to arrange everything from bit and scratch. I still remember there was one of the event organized by the Eco Club where there were three or four other girls, and I was also one of the speaker. So I had to do my homework from the start, from writing the speech. There were teachers to help us out, and then we used to communicate. So all of these things, we have to give that point that it helps in boosting the confidence. It helps in building the confidence to give us that shot to present in front of others. Besides this, I think the availability of teachers when we were into the project making, or after the internship we have to prepare the projects, and or even in the training duration, the teachers availability, I think teachers were always very approachable. So even I remember even at 3:30 we just used to slide into the teacher's desk asking for the doubts, and they literally used to help us around with all of those, provide their guidance. So that direction it plays. I know it's not contributing directly, but it's definitely contributing indirectly. Now, um, huh, talking these are some of the things which I think we cannot quantify, we cannot measure, but they do have a very explicit support. Secondly, talking about the direct things that literally helped me out, the first one would be there was a session, winter session, organized by the our teachers only, our authority, of advanced MS Excel. During that point of time, I was not very confident into MS Excel I knew formulas, I knew the basic formulas, how to utilize them, but not the advanced Excel, because there wasn't any use of that, at least in my research or projects. But after that session, I think it built my interest. And let me tell you from my personal experience, many organization at entry level, they do ask for MS Excel, either at first round or the second round, they do possess a test. So you need to know what all are these V lookup, H lookup, they are the basic ones. So I think after that session, I won't say that I was a champ after that session. Definitely I practiced, I googled, I YouTube, but I think that session literally, build that confidence to go ahead with it. So I think first one would be that advanced MS Excel, uh, the winter break session. After that, organizing and providing us the platform. There were mock interviews in the classroom. Tanushri ma'am was the one who always used to force the student to speak, to come up with the ideas, to come up with the thoughts in any of the topic, and the regular topics also. So I think these are one of the platforms. Some we all are shy, nobody is confident by birth, we have to build it, that is a kind of a skill. So I think getting away with that shy at college level is much beneficial rather than just being mimic at the corporate level. So I think utilize this platform as much as you can, because speaking here, making mistake, I think it won't make a difference. We need to think, what will be the worst scenario? Our friends are going to laugh at us, our peers are going to laugh at us, but what worst? I think rejection at the corporate level, not getting the jobs, because communication is something which you have to have a command on. So speak as much as you can, try to get away with that fear. So utilize the platforms, and I'm really happy I've always utilized the platform provided by the BCIPS, workshops, seminars, within the classroom, after the classroom, I've utilized everywhere. So I think that was one of the things that literally helped me in getting on with my confidence to speak at least in front of the people. After that, um, project works. And I think this was one of the major aspect, I would say, because at entry level, again, as per my experience, I was literally grilled upon with my internship, with my projects. So because see what happens, you do have theoretical knowledge, you know what is finance if you're into finance, or if even if you're in marketing. I think communication is something which is everywhere in all the fields. But talking about finance, because I was from that, so my internship was in and around of my projects, what I did, how I calculated ratios, what was this financial modeling. So you have to well verse, in fact very well versed with the projects that you are doing. So I know I'll be sounding very old kind of people that do your projects on your own, build them on your own, because it's very easy to just go and buy some for you. But I think making it on your own, it gives you the insight how actually that theoretical knowledge you can put it into the reality. And trust me, I think after the 2 months internship, and after the 2 months internship and making that project on my own, Aparna ma'am was the one who initially I worked with. After that, Gaura ma'am was there. So getting asking so many doubts, and I think arranging the meeting, scheduling it, the ratios calculation, getting the financial statement insight, how to calculate. So doing everything on my own, it literally helped me to get away with the answers asked by the interviewer, because that project was something done by my own. I know it's in and around, I know what worst answers, or what worst or best takeaways from that project was. So I think doing things on your own, it gives you that practicality, it gives you the confidence to present it on your own. So I think uh, after that, again, the different events, because what happens, even the organizing this event, it gives you the responsibility, it gives you that integrity to communicate, to build that a team building, to give that leadership quality, to come up, to arrange something like this, because it's not easy. So I think I was one of the child, or you can say student, who was active, and I used to participate in everything. Not necessarily that I won everything, but I think each and every event have definitely added on one or the other layer into me. So my only piece of advice would, for the upcoming students or as a senior, would be utilize it as much as you can. I was very happy to know when some shares mentioned that we now have operations as a subject, because when I joined, I wanted to take finance and operations, but for operations we have to arrange 20 people at least, so that to get a teacher. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to arrange 20 students. I think we hardly arranged 11 people, so I wasn't able to get that operations. And if many of you are interested, go for it. It's one of the booming business. You'll get maximum opportunities. So, and I was also happy when as just I mentioned about the communication. It literally is one of the most important thing. uh, Before your marks, before your personality, before anything else, you'll be judged upon this criteria and this thing, and that is something which you can build, you know, base from your college. So my experience was, I think, in and out. Thank you for all those events, thank you for building up my confidence, thank you for the help in the project works, and giving the leaves, being that handful helpful from the back, that yes, we are there, for clearing all those doubts even in the odd times. uh, and that approachable attitude of the teachers, of the management. So all of these things, I think, were the main criteria that literally helped me in clearing up with the interviews. So um, I think I answered the question, and some of the thing that you guys can also relate to, because you are all as juniors. Don't ever think that हमसे ही सारा काम कराया जाता है, teachers हमारे पास काम लेके आ जाते हैं. But trust me, when you'll be out of the situation, you'll miss it, and you'll know how to handle pressure. You know, because a corporate job is not a easy one. You'll have 9 hours stretch. You'll have uh, anytime you have to just buck up with the work. You have to meet the deadlines. So handling that pressure, you'll get a hands-on experience with arranging and scheduling these kind of activities. So all the very best to everyone, and if any kind of advice or if anything is ever required from my side, I'm always available. So thank you.
Well said.
Can I share my CV for that 9 hour job? Matlab, I can't find 9 hours job yet. I'm tired of this 14 hour, 12 hour schedule every day.
Oh.
Yes, similarly, I am looking for that 9 hour job as well.
कहाँ मिलती है ये?
ये होती कहाँ है ये 9 hour job?
Sometimes it is 9 or even less than that, but most yeah, in peak times, I'm avoiding or excluding the peak months.
Yeah.
But besides this, it's 9 hours.
पता नहीं मेरे साथ तो फिर धोखा हुआ. My peak months start from January to December.
Oh my god. See, for all the juniors, you will also be talking like this when you'll be out of college.
Which batch were you?
I was into 2016 to 18.
I'm your senior then.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am, for your candid answer. Moving on to the next question.
For the next question is from Mr. Nikhil Agnihotri. Sir, can you give any advice or tips for our current students to grab a good opportunity and ensure a professional sustenance?
Hi everyone. So basically, I wasn't aware, first of all, that I will receive a question. So it was quite shocking for me as well. But yeah, to introduce myself first. Myself Nikhil Agnihotri, and I was in 2016 and 18 batch only in MBA in finance and marketing, and I have around 3.5 years of experience. I was working in ENY, and I recently last month I joined in AT Carney. It is also a consulting firm. So I am into investment banking profile right now. So to be honest with you, if you want to basically get a good opportunity, and to let you know about my experience as well, I have done my bachelor's from open. I was not going to college. So this is my first college wherein I was attending lectures and interacting with each and everyone. So that was quite very much interesting for me. So I grabbed everything I had during this time. So like each and every teacher, you can say like Suniti ma'am, Tanushri ma'am, they literally helped a lot in our, you can say, business communication skills as well. To it is one of a kind wherein you have to like face your fear while standing in front of 60 to 70 people and giving a speech of even for 2 minutes or 4 minutes or 5 minutes, that depending upon you. So that is quite an interesting part, to be honestly say. And apart from that, I really miss Prashant sir singing as well. And I just was quite much, you can say, supporting. I think last year when the college was open, like last year only, we had a word with Ajay sir. So he was asking that you can be a speaker in our guest lecture, and I was the same over there as well, that I'll not be a speaker, sorry. Because I can be support, but I can be a speaker. To be honest, that is why I'm in finance, not in marketing. And apart from that, if you want to grow in your career opportunities as well, so you can grab whatever things you got over here in BCIPS. Like I was literally overwhelmed after hearing these kind of you can say courses, which Shamsher sir also mentioned that they are quietly engaged in financial modeling and operations as well. So these financial modeling and operations stream only is quite in a booming area, like Shalu also said. So in our like big four as well, EY, PwC, Deloitte, KPMG, they are all basically expanding in the financial modeling part and investment banking part. And even though in the consulting firm as well, like the MBB firm, McKinsey, Bain, and BCG and AT Kearney, so these kind of firms also require these kind of things only. But apart from that, like what I can guide you, if you want to go for a finance profile, so you can grab whatever you have in BCIPS from the teachers. The teachers are quite really supportive. If you want to talk to anyone or if you have any doubt regarding anything, you can grab them. Even at my project days, I was quite much, you can say, stuck in each and everything. So Aparna Mishra ma'am was my mentor during that time. So I almost stuck her till 5:30 to get signed of that project report. So yeah, they were quite supporting, and thank you so much, Aparna ma'am. And apart from that, if you want to grow in that particular career perspective, additionally from BCIPS, you can get some of the you can say additional courses. Like there are certain financial modeling courses as well. There are, if you want to go into a research profile, like previously I was in investment banking profile only, so I was into financial modeling and model building stuffs. So in that per se, the college will be providing you the financial modeling courses, so that is perfectly fine. Apart from that, if you want to go for a research profile, and if you pursue for like an MBB firms, McKinsey, Bain, and BCG or AT Kearney, so you wanted to be get indulged with some of the topics like guesstimates, which you wanna do some of the mock questions of guesstimate around. To be precise or to be honest with you, you have to do at least one a day, so that you can be done with 100 in 2 or 3 months, so that you can be perfect while giving your interview. But apart from that, to get clear the first round, there can be, you can say, the business communication which you have should be improved, or you can say they are going to judge you on your first page which you will provide them. So the keywords or the description which you are going to be mentioning about yourself in that particular CV or resume, it should be catching up with that particular job description. So in case if you think that the first CV you are having, you are going to use that CV in each and every job description, that can't be happen. So if you want to give an interview in various profiles, so you have to be like updating your interview again and CV again and again for that particular job profile. So accordingly, how it is like what I was to do, that was my approach. Because not I can use the same CV for that particular job profile. I have to update it. Like the first 3 or 4 lines should be of same job description as per the company in which we are interviewing to. And apart from that, if like do you have any queries or questions, so my numbers are already with being Ajay sir, Prashant sir, and Suniti ma'am as well. So if you have any queries, you can let me know. I'm always available. Yeah.
Thanks, Nikhil.
Thank you, Prashant sir. And sorry, Prashant sir, I was not able to give you that video.
Okay.
Thank you so much for your
I'll take a minute of opportunity here, just a moment to bother everyone in this very nicely conducted session, citing the fact that what Shalu and Nikhil have just said. I think Aparna ma'am is the one person who's being missed the most here because of the fact that everybody has been grilled in a positive manner for preparing the project reports by her. So I think she is the one person who's being missed totally today, a lot. And we can plan definitely to go ahead and meet her one someday or the other when she actually has a time for us. So that will be the best thing. So I think Nikhil and Shalu would agree on the fact that they already said in the Aparna ma'am, the report was something which we were grilled from top to down and bottom to up and in and out and everything. So yes, she is being missed a lot here. And the project report thing is something which actually prepares us mentally at a very many levels, because right now I've recently completed my PhD in accounts. So I know preparing that, controlling the plagiarism level, bringing it down to 2% was the toughest part for me. And I used to remember my dissertation days with the Aparna ma'am. So that was one contributory factor, wherein if you're being grilled on your project reports by any of the faculties, you should take it positively. Even it feels demotivating at that particular point of time, take it very positively, because later on it's going to add it up. Now, any demotivating factors are definitely positive factors for you in the later stage of your career. That's what I would like to add. So thank you so very much. Please, Yashika, continue. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Anyone
May we
from 10th
request-
12th batch here? No, I'm
Okay,
the
may we
only one.
request sir, may we request Mr. Ghosh to answer our next question. Sir, what skills helped you in your career?
What skills helped me in my career? Did I understand the question correctly?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so just to give you an introduction first, I'm currently working with the Data Security Council of India as a senior manager, marketing and membership and certification services. Basically, it's a mix of marketing as well as 2 P&Ls that I own. And probably standing across 12, 13 years in the industry, one thing that kind of connects with me as one key skill, which worked for me and probably that works for everyone around, is the networking skill. That connects with you on different parameters. It includes your interpersonal skills as well, the command over communication, your command over subject matter. Because, like for example, I'm a person who's in the stream of marketing. So for me, just mugging up Philip Kotler won't be enough, to be really honest. Though that book will give you all the basics and kind of create that core for you, but you need to be agile. Like I mentioned earlier also, when the first question was being put up. Today is a day, today is a world of agility. You have to be agile in whichever stream you are functioning, because everything is so dynamic. Means we have heard that term, right? It's an industry jargon called VUCA. So that is actual reality today. We are looking at a dynamic business world which changes every second. Forget about minute and weeks and months and years, because now, like we discussed, e-commerce or the startup ecosystem, that is what is changing the entire, I would say, the ecosystem altogether. Because it's not only the startups, it's also the big fishes which are wanting to look at those startups and make either early investments or do some M&As. So it's a lot of things put together. So coming back to that question, the skills continues to be networking, because I'm an extrovert person. So I like to meet people, I like to interact people, and I'm not an avid reader, but I learn through experiences. And those experiences happen when I meet people, when I kind of absorb what they are sharing with the world. And those things help me strike good conversations at a later forum or an interaction where they culminate into business. So scaling is important. Focus on your niche. That is important. It need not be a case that you are an extrovert. You can be an introvert as well. But then you have to define your career trajectory accordingly. If and again, when you enter the corporate world, you will see that you are getting branched in two portfolios. One is called IC, which is individual contributor, and the other is a people manager skill where you are going to own up a team, and you are the custodian for the team's success, and you have to ensure that you groom every team member accordingly. So please choose that stream not by what the world is telling you, but by what you have as an innate quality in you. You need to first identify, look into that yourself, do that introspection to understand where is that logical fit for you, and then work on the skills that are required for that particular stream or that particular portfolio which you would like to enhance. It's not that an introvert will never be a CEO or an extrovert is bound to be a CEO. It's not like that ever. It's just how you plan your moves. And yes, I don't know how many of you watch OTTs. I apparently watched one of those series, Coffee with Karan episodes, where Akshay Kumar was there. He did mention one thing which I also believe in. It's a mix of 70% luck and 30% hard work. You need to also try and work towards getting lucky. So don't count on luck standalone. Don't count on hard work standalone. Make your moves where it is important. Be present at the right forum at the right time. That you will only get to know when you have a network that helps you. So networking is very important. I have been advocating this since I have learned from my mentor. Your network defines your net worth. So start working on enhancing your skills that allow you to kind of polish yourself in whatever stream you want to go ahead. So I will restrict it to this only because I don't want to go into the jargonish conversations. This is what I believe in, and this is what I would like to share with all of you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your wonderful input.
Thank you.
Next question we want to ask from Mr. Ravi Bhushan Sharma. Sir, when you initially entered the corporate world, what was the difference between your expectations as a fresh graduate and the reality you faced, and how did you cope up with that gap? Do you have any advice related to this for the present students of the institute?
So yes, so first I would like to introduce myself. So right now I'm working as a manager in EY in the implementation of the IFRS and US gaps. So the industry has changed a lot since I joined. So it was 10 years back when I joined. So the most important thing that success is way out of your comfort zone. As I started with the GenPact and comfort zone experience, that the hours were not that stringent, and we used to work only 4 to 5 hours, and we had a lot of spare time. But the financials were not that good then. So if I would have continued with that comfort, so I might not have tasted the success that I have got as of now. So then I started that I need to learn more and I need to upgrade myself. Then I started doing my CPA. Then I landed a job with EY. So you have to be sure that you have to learn on your daily basis. And like the Sukrit, I iterated that the technology industry is changing day by day. So similarly, like few days back, we were having a conversation with our principal partner, and he said that earlier we were used to sell the accounting services and the consulting services. Right now, we are selling technology. It might come with the accounting services. So, but right now we are selling technology, and we can join or we can combine our accounting and services with that. So the industry has changed a lot. Like EY was known as a consulting firm. Yes, and I joined it as that only. But right now we are more of an IT firm. Like we are selling technology, because if we are selling benchmarking thing, if we are selling benchmarking, this implementation thing, all is based on automation. And earlier that when we are doing our this MBA, we are known to have that very few lines that we can join the organization or join the industry, but the industry has widened its scope. Like you can go for the blockchain, automation, and the things that you can go ahead with. These are the industries, those, so you can broaden your horizon, rather than sticking with finance, HR, and the my bad throat. So you can broaden your horizon, and or you just need to get out of this thought that we have to just go with the finance profile, or that any profile that we right now know. As you join the industry, the horizon would be broadened, and you would get to know a lot of new things, lot of the new areas where you can tread. So that is my only advice, that you just need to broaden your horizon, and you need to ensure that the learning would have to be continued on the daily basis, and the industry is changing. You have to keep yourself relevant. If you will not keep yourself relevant, you would be get redundant, and redundant people are not required in the industry. So that is the only advice I would like to give to all the people who are about to join the industry. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. For the next question, we would like to call upon Neha Jain. Ma'am, could you please share us the challenges that you faced in your career span and how you dealt with them?
Thank you for your question, Yashika. Hi, everyone. I'm Neha Jain, ex-digital marketer, blogger, and now I'm a certified financial planner. I educate women about personal finances. I belong to 2009 to 2011 batch. Ours was a second batch of MBA. So, I mean, when we were about to complete our MBA, so we all were looking for jobs, and we were also trying at our end. So, we were searching for jobs, and we were searching the internet, and I had a major in marketing. So one thing I was very sure of, that I wouldn't be doing the sales job in marketing. So I explored internet and LinkedIn, and I was online marketing was picking up during those days. So I heard some jargons like SEO and social media marketing, but I wasn't very sure. So I reached out to some people who were working with digital marketing agencies at that point of time, and I got my interview scheduled at one of those agencies, and I got placed during the last semester only. So the challenge was to get the job of my dreams. I didn't want to do the job in sales, so I tried on my own and got placed in the fourth semester only. So here the learning is, you should always try at your end, as you will be passing your MBA. So don't focus on just getting placed from the college. If you are getting placed, then it is well and good, but you should also try at your end. So this is before the job. Then on the job, you will be thrown with many challenges from your, bosses, clients, managers, your subordinates, your colleagues. But don't lose your heart. Just stay true to your work. And, one thing I have learned, that your most difficult client is your greatest teacher. You will learn a lot from them. So don't be like that. No, I cannot do this. Try new things. Maybe you will, come to know new qualities of yours, new strength of yours. So never shy away from learning and trying new things. And one very important thing, which my seniors have also mentioned, always update your skills. Never just go after one thing. Yes, if you are very, liking doing that particular thing, just brush up your skills. Keep trying new things. And my digital marketing experience is of around 4 to 5 years. But then motherhood happened to me, and I had to change gears, because I cannot be, invested for 9 to 12 hours in one corporate job. So I took a break of around 6 to 9 months. And then I started sharing my, mommyhood experiences on one of the very popular Momspresso website. You must have heard about it. If not, earlier they were My City for Kids. So I started sharing my motherhood experiences, and from them, I started getting paid assignments. So, I started getting paid assignments. So I started my own website, and for 5 to 6 years, I have been fortunate enough to having worked with top baby brands and mommy brands. But again, COVID happened, and this mommy blogging things, have been glamorized enough. So I thought of changing gears again. And recently I have started up it's Her Financial Wellness, where I educate women about personal finances. In my experience of around 10 years, my corporate experience and my blogging experience, I have met many women. They are, they know how to earn money. But when it comes to, growing that money and managing that money, I have realized they lack a lot. They are dependent on their husbands and dads for managing the money for them. They are not, when it comes to numbers, they are like, no, I cannot do this. So I realized the gap, and, I have started my own venture. It's called Her Financial Wellness under Digimother brand name. So yes, that's all about me. Never shy away from changing gears. If you're not, very happy with your job, keep learning new things. And yes, your difficult client is your greatest teacher. So that's all from my side. Thank you for this opportunity, ma'am. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your candid answer.
May we request our alumnus, Mr. Nikhil Gaur, to answer our next question. Sir, can you please share with us an interesting incident at BCIPS which made you feel happy, motivated, or proud?
Hey, hi Mega. Like, firstly, I'm so sorry for joining really late, and like, I'm so sorry for joining from the car. I was actually traveling, so like, apologies for that. Like, now addressing the question, like one of the most memorable incidents from BCIPS. So I believe there are quite a few, but to name a few, I believe um, I'll be specifically citing out the one wherein we had started our media cell. I know, like, I don't know whether like you guys might be aware of it or not. So like when we were in our final year, we used to have these regular discussions with our director ma'am about various stuff. Since like me and one of my friends, Shetet, we were also working on this venture of ours, like which didn't really succeed. But anyway, like we used to have these regular conversations with our director ma'am. To again like take some guidance and some insights on maybe what she thinks in terms of how this business can be evolved. So like we were very much in talks with again like the faculty members there like of BCIPS. So that's when we kind of went about this plan of starting a media cell. So we kind of named it as Pukar. So I believe that's something which is very special due to a couple of factors. Since we were a group of 7 friends, like all of them were guys, and like we just started it out right out of friendship. So I believe it was very pure, and the overall experience, I believe it was filled with immense amount of exposure and also immense amount of learning. So that is, I believe, one of the instances which I would specifically like to cite out here. Starting a media cell, something maybe which was obviously in process in college, but we kind of came in and gave it some spark there. So yeah, that was one memorable moment. Apart from that, I believe there have been multiple, like participating in multiple events. So be it doing any Nukkad Natak in a Nugunj, or maybe participating in music competitions and dance competitions, or like doing Ramayan in the main BCIPS college, which is there in Kalkaji, I believe. So yeah, there have been a few, but to cite out the most special ones, I believe it's going to be a media cell, and starting it from the scratch, trying to build something out of it, and once again, like trying to gauge some traction like for the college there. I don't know like how successful we were there, but like definitely we tried giving it a best shot. So yeah, and like if in case like there are any juniors in the call, so there's just one piece of advice that maybe we can also like I can just try sharing with them. Like although I don't feel that I'm enough, I'm capable enough of sharing any advice to any juniors, but still, I just try to give in some insights there. So, like uh, since like when you are in college, I believe you should be um, trying out multiple things, and you should be putting your um, I believe you should be putting your personalities into multiple shoes, because that's where you get in the maximum exposure, and that's where the maximum learning is derived from. Like this is something maybe which I have learned from my experiences, and that's what I'm kind of sharing with you guys. But anyway, like I believe it's very subjective there. So yeah, I believe just try out multiple things. Just try out things which excite you, which you feel passionate about, and I believe you'll be good to go. So yeah. A few words here, and thank you so much for organizing this, and thank you so much for having me as a speaker. Like it's a kind of being able to speak in the college I graduated from. So yeah, thank you. And I hope
Thank
this
you,
helps.
sir, for sharing your experience. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Megha. Thank you.
Our next question is for Ms. Kirti Miglani. Ma'am, can you please tell us about the kind of attitude one should develop during their stay in the institute, which can help you in getting a right start to your career?
Thank you, Yashika. A very good afternoon to everyone. So, what sort of attitude one should develop during their stay in the institution, right? So, one should develop a very positive attitude during their stay in the institute. When you'll be having a positive attitude, you'll open yourself to new and very exciting avenues. It will help you to capture new opportunities at the same time. So, try to keep a diary with you for which you are grateful to, right? And try to develop leadership qualities in the institution. Try to get involved in different projects, different activities, which will help you to capture a lot many job opportunities or different job prospects as well. At the same time, assess your skills, talent, and ask yourself what you need to do to improve them. Try to set the achievement goals for yourself and try to do better every day, right? And you must associate yourself with the people who bring positive attitude to you. And last but not the least, I would say try to remain focused while you are in the institution. Work hard and remain positive when you are in the institution, and try to get involved in each and every project or in each and every activity while you're in the campus. So this definitely this will help you to get a right start of your career in a very right direction. Thank you from my side.
Okay, thank you, Kirti. We would, since this is a very important question, we would like to ask anyone else from our alumni members if they would like to answer this. That what is the kind of attitude our students need to develop, to have a good start to their career? Kirti answered it so well. So anyone else, Shalu or Harsimar or Sukrit, if you would like to, throw some light on this question. Shalu?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Let me turn it on. So I think talking about the attitude, firstly, you have to build that learning attitude, for me at least, because you all are at entry level. You all, you know nothing about, you just have heard. You do not have, do not hold that exposure or experience of professional world yet. So there would be stories, there would be certain experiences that you might have gone through, but personal experience is something which is the master of everything. You'll have that exposure experience by yourself, then only you can conclude it up. So for me, I think the kind of attitude that you need to build should, firstly, it should be of learning approach. You should widen your perspective. You should be ready with the things that you aren't expecting. First of all, you have to be just a minute, sorry. You have to be readily available. You will be asked questions. You will be asked the thing that you aren't knowing. See, everyone can't know everything. We all learn by each of the day. So at entry level, you
what I can share would be, have that no basic agenda of learning as much as you can. Positivity, because when we are students, we have that liberty. We are very casual, not very casual, but we expect everything from our teachers. But when you will enter into the professional world, you will have to be from there would be people who are expecting from you. So start thinking in that perspective, because now you guys no more will be the students, you will be the professionals. So start acting like that. Try to be, what we say, be authoritative, be very, for your action you have to be answerable, you have to be punctual, you have to be readily available for any of the things that are being asked, that are being said, that are being told. So at entry level, we start focusing on the communication. As for me, I literally give it the first and topmost position. Rest, definitely theoretical knowledge that you are studying in the college, because you will be grilled upon the questions with it. Then lastly, projects and the internship that you are going through, because at entry level you will not be asked about the IFRS standards at the first, right? Because everyone know that you have passed out from the college. You might be knowing the things, basics of it, but not something grilled upon or dig down with it. So start emphasizing or have a more focus on the internship and project that you are doing, because from my experience, I think when I joined, I shortlisted from uh, uh, three offers that I was holding. So that three offers, none of them were, I could not at least remind of any of them which haven't asked me the question related with my internship and the project that I have mentioned in my CV. So be very well versed with what you are writing, because whatever you are mentioning, whatever you are writing in your CV, you will be grilled upon that, you will be asked question, and if you can't justify that, so I think the answer or the acceptance, you will not actually be into it for which you're offering. So for me, I think the foremost step is confident, be of that learning approach, build that learning approach, and trust the process. You face rejection. I have also faced rejection, so you will get the right opportunity at the right time. Just go with the process, give your best, and learn. Basically, with your rejection, also try to dig down points that what all are the answer, that question that you could not answer. I used to do it with myself. I used to come back. I used to note it down with the pen and paper, what sort of questions they asked, what were the rounds where I failed. So accordingly, I have to prepare it for my next round or with the next company. So take it as in a positive way. Don't be sad. Don't feel demotivated, because it is going to be a grilling process. So trust it. Give yourself time. I won't say that my college was over by July. I haven't got the opportunity immediately by that. I had to wait. I've given myself 3 to 4 months before joining my first company, because I don't wanted to make it a hassle process, that because rest of my friends have joined some or the other organization, I also have to go in the league. I would say identify your skills. Make sure the field you're choosing, you are actually willing to work into it. You are actually willing to contribute your next 5 years, 10 years, 15 years into it, right? The learning phase you will curve, the time that you will invest, don't make it a waste. So for the time being, have that learning spot, build the confidence, communication. Your CV is the most important thing. Build accordingly with your personality and give it a shot. And all the best.
Thank you, ma'am, for your insightful answer. In the end, we have a very important question for all the alumni members to answer. The question is how, as an alumnus, you can contribute in extending support to the placement cell to have more opportunities for our current students. The forum is open for all the alumni members. We would like anyone to answer this question. I request you to please raise your hands and we'll call out your names and then you can unmute yourself to answer. I will repeat the question again. How, as an alumnus, you can contribute in extending support to the placement cell to have more opportunities for our current students?
Yes, I will like to also come in between because I'm seeing the placement and my team. So you are all experienced, you are working in a good company. So it is your responsibility to see that your juniors are also coming up. So we would like to discuss that how you can help us in the placement, how you can connect with us. You know my phone number, you know Tanushri ma'am number, and we have got one placement ID also, that is placement@bcips.ac.in. So the forum is open. Antara is there, Nikhil is there, Sukrit is there. So there are a lot of people who are experienced, who are seasoned. So yes, Antara, you have raised your hand. You'd like to speak something?
Well, when it comes to contributing to placement and how I can help the current students, I think so that I've been doing for a very long time now, since I've been into this industry where recruitment is all I do. And so as soon as I have an opportunity now where we hire freshers, I reach out to either Shamsher sir, or we had the previous professors who were there. So I used to reach out to somebody in the placement coordination team just to help me out with freshers. So if there is any student who's looking out, I get in touch with them. So I think so I had an opportunity last year as well, and reached out to a few of the MBA and PBA freshers who were in the last years. But so it depends upon you guys as well, right? Just not us who can bring opportunities. Our job is to get you an opportunity, but it's equally your job to participate in that opportunity as well. Me alone bringing you an opportunity would not be sufficient. I still have a lot of openings with me. I do hire freshers for my organizations, right? But it's equal. It's like a teamwork. We both have to collaborate with each other to be fruitful for your career, as well as just to have a good joinings in the organizations as well. At the same time, if you need help in terms of how to prepare for an interviews, because I do take first level of discussions, I do speak with a lot of freshers on a regular basis, and I know what challenges a freshers faces, or in fact what kind of challenging journal anybody who's going for an interview would face, what kind of questions as an interviewer I would ask, and how you can prepare for that. So definitely that kind of things I can give you an insight on how to prepare your CVs, which everybody has been talking since we have started this conversation, that resume is a very important plays a very important role when it comes to your placement. Yes, it plays, but towards limited extent. I never see a resume before speaking to anybody. I do not make a judgment of anybody before I take an interview. I'd like to speak to a person on front who is in front of me, rather than look at what they have written on their resume, because a lot of time the resume cannot say a lot about you. So the perspective has changed in the industry from the hiring perspective. We recruiters just does not always focus on the fact what's there on the papers. We look at a person who's there and who's not on the papers. We try to, know more about you as a person who's not on papers, but what you actually are, and that would define a lot of decision making, on whether we want to go ahead with it or not. So resume plays an important role. A lot of people have been speaking about that. The resume is very important. It's very important to highlight everything. From my understanding, it's limited to a certain extent, because if I talk about my experience, and when it comes to me taking interviews, I never look at resumes. I just look at the person who's in front of me. So that's how it is. I can give you an insights on those things, and how you can build up your resumes, and what are important things that you have to highlight, and what you can just skip, because making 4 pages long resumes is not going to do any good to you as well. Just having a 1-page very summarized brief crisp resume is something that you would like to have, and you're creating your LinkedIn profiles, and how you can network yourself, which is just about going in a market and present yourself as well, right? So these are the things I could probably contribute on.
Thank you, Antara. The words were very full of wisdom, and we will like to contact you in the future for anything. And I know you will be available at any time with a single call from me. Thank you, Antara. Thanks a lot. Yes, Nikhil, will you like to throw the light on this?
Yes, sir. From like my side, if there's any kind of support or guidance regarding any finance profile or any research profile, I'll surely be looking forward towards you or any person of BCIPN. Like if they want to know that what kind of details required, or what kind of additional knowledge they want to be make sure to basically crack that particular interview, I'll surely be into it. But to be like, if there is any in my particular company in AT Garni, So there is a set of criteria that they generally take experienced candidate, and the fresher are generally basically being taken out from Delhi University only. So even after like 3 years only, I got an opportunity in that particular company. But in EY, there is a case of joining as a fresher as well. And if in case anyone, I'm basically specifically saying any BCIPN feel that there is any fresher job which are relevant to them, so they can contact me. I have many colleagues, many friend circle over there, so I'll surely refer you on that particular front as well from my side. So there is not any such issue, and if you feel like you want to add any such detail in that particular CV which you think that you can get into the first round, or you can be shortlisted, because the first criteria is only shortlisting that particular CV. Because as Antara is also an HR, so HR will not look forward to 100 or 150 CV at a time. They'll only look forward for that particular keyword in which job they are searching. So I'll surely help you that with that particular jargons and with that particular value addition information you should be putting up in your CV or resume as well. How to make a presentable and you can say information CV. So I'll surely help each and everyone who can like you can let me know your query, or let any of the senior faculty members know your query. I'll surely help you out on it. And in case of any further, you can like add you as well in the career site of EY. There is also a career site in AT Kearney as well. You can add that particular account over there, and you will basically receive each and every day any information regarding if there is a fresher profile. And in case if you found anything particularly relevant to them, you can like forward that particular job ID or job description to me. I'll surely look into it, and I'll surely refer you your CV as well on my company or in EY as well. So there is not any issue over there.
Thank
And
you.
yeah,
Thank you.
thank you so much, sir, for giving us an opportunity over here. Yeah.
It was our pleasure. Thank you very much. We will be in touch with you, and we will like.
Yeah, surely. If there is any opening regarding in EY, I can help with that as well. And if it's in Genpact or EXL, I have many colleagues at manager and senior manager level. So if I could help them with the hiring in these companies, I would like to surely help. So yes, that is what I would like to reiterate, that as the Nikhil and Antara mentioned, that the students have to take an initiative by itself. Like if they find any job ID on the LinkedIn, so they can contact us, as we have our phone numbers on the group, so they can contact us, because not all the time we have time to look into all the openings, because right, sometimes we are on back to back calls the whole day. So if the student takes the initiative, we can surely help out.
Ajay, you are on mute, I think.
Okay, I think Azza sir's mic has some issue. But we would request Gaurav Dargan. Gaurav, you had raised your hand. Can you please talk about your views?
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, yes, Gaurav, you're audible.
Okay. Thanks BCIPS team for organizing this event. Actually, it is very nice to hear all the comments from our seniors and our juniors as well. So, as part of my contribution, I'm ready to support extend my hand to any of the folk who want to join BlackRock. Please check the LinkedIn page of BlackRock or the site of BlackRock site. And if there is any opening which you think you can be suitable for that position, please do forward it to me. I'll definitely forward it to the relevant team then.
Gaurav, thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah, thank you, Gaurav. Is that all?
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you
so
very much. Yes, we are really thankful to all of you. And lastly, I would like to ask Shalu. Shalu, you had raised your hand.
Yes, ma'am.
I would like to hear from you.
Mine is also quite similar as Nikhil mentioned, because we are of same batch and we hold experience of approximately 3.5 years. So I won't make vague and fake promises that I'll bring my company to the campus. But definitely, there are vacancies, there are positions in our company that I can offer, that I can let you guys know. And currently also, I think it has for fresher. So if anyone is interested for joining, even in my organization and even outside it, because I have done it for many BCIPS students and BCIPS also, as well as the other. And touch wood, till now, all my references have shortlisted and selected. So if anyone is ever willing to share, but you have to be serious, because I take it very seriously. References are something where I also have that ownership and the responsibility that I'm forwarding a very right CV or a candidature. So my candidates and even my friends, I have grilled down them also. I keep on having that first level of interview myself, but they later on literally mentioned that it literally helped us in cracking the interview. So Wipro, Genpact, Macquarie, City, these are CZM currently, but for the IT profile. So I have good networking. If anyone is interested, I think Wipro is hiring the freshers. You can also check on the LinkedIn pages, Naukri.com pages, because I got to know these from there only. And because of some of the people that I have in these organizations, so I can offer my help through this, that I can refer the resumes of the BCIPS people over there. And later on, scheduling of interview and your luck, your hard work. So and besides this, yes, any help required on resume building, any suggestion, any help on any other thing besides work, related to work, I won't say that you guys have my number, but you can ping me on LinkedIn and you can drop me mails. And even if you want my number, it's not an issue. It's there with Suniti ma'am, Tanushree ma'am. You can have it from there. So I'm more than happy to help anytime.
Thank you. We are so glad to have such helpful, resourceful alumni members. Sukrit, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, I just wanted to, though Shalu has rightfully pointed it out, particularly on the references piece, I was about to mention the same thing, that though alumni network creates opportunities and avenues, but it is very important that those who are applying through these channels, they actually live up to it. Because I'm a core networking person in terms of my own portfolio, but I am very particular about references, because it is, just understand very simply, means the moment you refer someone, it is your I would say relationship at stake. And if someone else whom you have referred falters there, you lose that trust which has been built over multiple years of engagement. This is first thing. Second thing, which everybody and coming from the first batch at BCIPS, I can definitely say this, that we have seen the institute grow from the scratch. I know how difficult it was to get placements in the first year itself. But one thing that I believe all of our batchmates are doing incredibly well in their lives, because of only one thing, their perseverance and their zeal towards creating a value for themselves. So you need to work out that extra mile. There's no shortcut to that. Yes, there are great helping, I would say, tools and opportunities there. One is definitely this alumni network, which is the opportunity, but tools like LinkedIn, you have to engage yourself more in the professional network to understand what is happening in the business world. Because when you are sitting for the interview, you're not going to be asked questions on the number of marks that you have got through various assignments and exams, or the concepts that you have read. You're not going to be asked any of those questions unless until it's just part of a script, initial phase. After that, it's all about how industry ready you are. And when I say industry ready, I mean that how much you are connected to the core. You need not be aware of everything, but even if you're aware of 10% of what is happening in the industry, you are a great asset to the organization, because it reduces a lot of financial burden. Apart from everything else, it's also directly equated with financial burden, because recruitment is not a very easy process for everyone, not only for the applicants but also for the organization, because there are open positions which needs to be filled up for billability reasons. So understand this part, that you can be an induced fit element if you are proactive, if you are agile. and nobody else can help you in this. No one, irrespective of how many thought leaders I talk about, how many alumni network you can reach out to, doesn't help. You need to create that core strength first. You need to be aware of what is happening, what you're going for. Another dilemma that you will face when you are moving out is that you think that let's sit for all the interviews possible, and then let's handpick on what I want to do. Used to be a practice, now is not going to be a practice, and it's very soon diminishing, because you need to find your niche and develop in that particular space. Yes, you can expand the scope when you add skills, when you add knowledge, but when you are sitting for the first interview, be prepared for that interview. You should know what you want to do. That there's this one question which is pertinent in all the interviews that either I have attended or I have heard people, that where do you see yourself 5 years down the line? It's a very common question, right? That question used to be a joke when I was giving interviews, because I used to be very frustrated that why are you asking me this question? Everybody's asking me this question. But today, when I'm at a managerial level, I know why that question is important. It is about that cultural alignment from that day one. For me, in my team, the most critical thing is I should not hire a wrong person. I'm okay to hire a person late, but I should not hire a wrong person in that role, because it not only jeopardizes my P&L, it also jeopardizes the entire time I would have planned to do something new, do something innovative. And your tenure in an organization is defined on two parameters. One, the level of innovation that you can bring in. You have to be agile, you have to think out of the box. The second is if you are complacent. If you are complacent, you can stay for some time, but trust me, after a certain period, you're going to face a big challenge, which is about you being industry relevant. So don't get married to an organization, get married to a profile, and then go and strengthen that relationship. So that is where I close. I have to drop off because I have another session to take. I've shared my coordinates in the chat. If somebody wants to reach out, they can feel free to reach out to me on LinkedIn, or I've given my WhatsApp number also. And let's stay connected. It's good to catch up with all old friends. The induction batch, I would say. We started off, and good to see Suniti ma'am here. Definitely missing Aparna ma'am. And definitely, we just relived all our memories from 2008 onwards. And good to see some bright professionals coming out thereafter from BCIPS. And I wish the best to all who are going to pass out or who are pursuing the courses right now. So all the best, guys, and let's stay connected.
Thank you, Sukrit. Thank you very much. These were some very pertinent and relevant aspects that you covered, and I hope they've gained from it. And before I hand it over to Megha, I would like to say that students, I believe our alumni members are aware that we are every month conducting an alumni talk session for our final year students, which is known as epilogue, right? So it's a 1 hour session, and the kind of inputs that you people are giving, these are very relevant for them. So in case you people are interested to participate in any such event or to talk in epilogue, you people are most welcome. You all have my number, Asjad sir's number, or Suniti ma'am's number. Please connect with us, and we would like these tips to be given to our students. Ajbi, we are having this YouTube display of this particular event as well. The broadcast is there, so everybody is learning from you. So stay connected. And with this, thank you. I'll hand it over to Megha to take the session forward. Megha.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. On behalf of the organizing committee and the audience, I thank all the speakers for sharing with us your opinions. It was indeed wonderful to listen to all of you today. I'm sure that all of us in the audience appreciated and enjoyed listening to your candid answers. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule for sharing your experiences with us. Moving ahead, I would like to request Prashant sir to take over the session for a fun activity. Over to you, sir.
Good afternoon. I think few of you know me. I am Prashant Kumar from IT department, and today we are playing fun activity, and definitely it is interesting. And you have been there. Most of you have been there for a long time rather than classes. right? And I have clicked some pictures of the BCIPS few locations, and I will show you the pictures, and you have to identify from where I have clicked these pictures, right? Okay. Now I think are you ready, guys?
Yes.
Okay. Now I will show you some pictures. Okay. My screen is visible?
It is being shared, sir. It is being shared.
Okay, okay, okay. This is the, I think, easiest one. I am going to start with easiest one. Which place this is?
Basement.
Basement. Okay. Yeah, this is the most easiest one, I think. Okay, next one.
This is a staircase.
Which block? Which block actually? You have to identify the block also.
PPA one.
Yeah, there it is.
I can't recall the
block.
name now.
Yeah.
Which one?
It's
BBA.
no, but the classrooms changed by the time we were in MBA. It was changing every year.
On the website, so we know that much only.
It's
Not
there.
the block.
It's there.
Yeah.
We can find it.
Okay, definitely. This is the staircase, but which block of
I think reception side block.
reception
the block,
side?
The
block.
building of reception side.
No. Just concentrate, focus on the picture. You definitely you will identify.
Sir has left some clues in the picture itself.
Yes.
Really?
We can see the metro
Yes.
line.
Just look at the back.
B block.
B block. B block.
B block.
Yes, B block. B block. Just you can see the metro. You can see the metro.
I only remember the MBA BBA.
Yes. Only from B block you can see the metro.
Yeah.
Not A and C block. Okay, next one. Yes. Which classroom is this?
MBA.
So we never had curtains in our classroom for sure.
No, we
I can't recall the classroom
Recently.
for
Yes,
sure.
recently.
So ये तो recent वाले बताएंगे अपने time पे ये नहीं था.
But this classroom was there, na? At that time also. This
curtains
classroom was there. Curtains nahi. Okay,
Curtains hai,
No,
fans hai. Look at the fans. Not there in every class.
This is the
ये
again.
BBA के classrooms है.
BBA का है basically.
ये BBA के classrooms है.
BBA.
1, 201, 301 types वाली.
No, 301. nahi. This is the second floor classroom.
Second
B202. I think you have appeared. You have appeared in internal exam also. I think in these rooms. Okay, next one.
A block.
Huh? Yes, call
A block.
Nikhil. Okay, yes. These are the A block staircase. Okay.
यही भाई होते थे ना.
Yes. तभी. Yes. Okay.
Basketball courtroom वाला है तो.
ये कौन सा place है?
This is
Exit portion में आएगा ना?
Yes.
this is backside of our cafeteria.
No, not backside of cafeteria.
Oh, this is the generator side.
You are very close, Nikhil. Very close.
ये जो basically it is our front gate. Where is our front gate? It is in front of that. This shed, I think.
No. Backside. Where a ramp is there actually. Near the badminton court.
Okay.
आया याद आया कुछ यहाँ सब जो स्टेयर्स यहाँ स्टेयर्स पे सब लोग बैठा करते थे.
Yeah, stairs पे.
Right. Okay. Next picture. Okay. Now identify.
First floor of A block.
निखिल ने पूरा कॉलेज घूमा हुआ है.
निखिल ने क्लास के अलावा
निखिल ने सारा कॉलेज घूमा है.
This is a very beautiful picture. You can recognize it. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was saying that I was only sitting on that particular floor on that particular
Yes.
stair. So I remember
Yes.
each and everything of
This
it.
is the, yes, A block, A block. Correct. Okay, next one. Which corner this is?
Starting entrance का ही तो है.
नहीं
Old
ये entrance का
alumni
नहीं है.
is not
अच्छा entrance का नहीं है.
counting it, I think.
ये entrance से घुस के right hand side.
Entrance से घुस के.
Basically, the reception area, when we take a right towards it, so there is this school.
Okay, okay. Nikhil, you are right. Nikhil, right. You are right. Nikhil पूरा कॉलेज घूमा है भाई.
लग रहा है क्लासरूम ज्यादा बाहर नहीं इसलिए बहुत घुमा.
Class में attend किया था.
Class के- yes. Okay. This is the upside down picture, and you have to identify
This is
which corridor. Which corridor? Ground, first, second, third.
third.
Third. Okay. Anyone? Other? Yes. 2008-10 batch. Corridor is same. Not able to recognize? Can we correct this pic?
Third is ground floor.
Yes, now.
Start हाँ ground floor है ये.
Why? Ground floor क्यों है ये? So you can see in the left side there is a boardroom gate.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, next one. Yes, which is the place?
Cafeteria के पास.
Cafeteria के पीछे वाला.
कौन बोला ये? कौन बोला?
Shallow. जो cafeteria में होती थी.
Back side of cafeteria. Gate of back side जो cafeteria के बाहर पीछे वाला जो gate है, याद आ गया?
हाँ.
हाँ, okay. Next one. Now identify this gate.
Cafeteria के main gate back side वाला जो दो gates थे, I think.
भाई निखिल
right, very right.
Shalu का काफी right है.
मैं research में हूँ. I am in the research department, so इसकी R&D तो चलती है.
निखिल ने clean sweep जैसे क्रिकेट में बोलते हैं clean sweep.
Believe me, Nikhil, many of us were unable to recognize this, and
Yes,
you have
yes,
recognized
many
it.
of us
Very
also.
good, very good.
Many of
I
us
was
also
saying
have.
that this was my first college, so I remember each and everything.
Good.
Okay, next one. This one?
This one is ground floor.
Ground floor. Now you can see the nameplate of director ma'am. Okay, this is the easy one. Okay. Again, this is next picture is also a very easy one. This one? यहाँ तो सबसे ज्यादा बैठे हो I think आप लोग.
ये वो
right side area.
हाँ?
Yeah.
रिसेप्शन के बगल वाला एग्जिट नहीं है ये.
Right, left side area.
यहाँ पे हमने दिवाली पे फोटोज भी लिए हुए.
रैंप वाला एरिया है.
Yes.
ओके, ये कौन सा एरिया है?
ये नहीं लेफ्ट साइड का एरिया जब मेन गेट से अंदर आते हैं कॉलेज में.
Nikhil clean sweep.
Felicitate करो इन्हें.
We should clap for Nikhil. Well done.
Yes, well done, Nikhil. Well done. अब Nikhil, this is the toughest one, I think. Okay. Next picture will be the toughest one. You have to recognize. Which window is this?
We can see you,
Window.
sir. Prashant, sir.
This is medical room.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
The award goes to Nikhil.
Yeah, वाकई में you nailed it, Nikhil. Okay. And okay, last one.
Basement के stairs है ये.
Yes, this is the basement stairs.
Paint हो गया.
Okay, I think all of you have enjoyed this small fun activity. Now over to Megha.
It was really good, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. We all really enjoyed the activity. I'm sure all the alumni members loved the experience. Coming up next, we have a song specially for our alumni members by our fellow student Sakshi Trivedi of BBA 4th semester. May I request Prashant sir to please play the song?
Playground.
दरिया बह गया इश्क इबादत बन ही गया खुद को मुझे तू सौंप दे मेरी जरूरत तू बन गया बात दिल की नजरों की सच कह रहा तेरी कसम तेरे बिना न लेंगे कभी दम तुझे कहना चाहने लगे हम तेरे बिना न लेंगे कभी दम तुझे कहना चाहने लगे हम तेरे साथ हो जाएंगे कसम तुझे कहना चाहने लगे हम जगह चाहते लोग मेरी छीन लूंगी तुम्हें सारे दुनिया से तेरे इश्क पे हाँ एक मेरा तो है कह दिया है मैंने मेरे रब से भी जिस रास्ते तू ना मिले उस पे न हो मेरे कदम तेरे बिना न लेंगे कभी दम तुझे कहना चाहने लगे हम तेरे साथ हो जाएंगे कदम तुझे कहना चाहने लगे हम तुझे कहना चाहने लगे हम हो तुझे कहना चाहने लगे हम
Wow, it was a beautiful song. And how beautifully she sang that. Thank you. Coming up next, we have a special video for our audience today. May we request the technical team to please play it for us.
एक मिनट
I'm just being honest. You have nothing. Anyone worth it? You don't deserve it. I'm just being honest. You have nothing. Anyone worth it?
Wow, it was an amazing video. I hope everyone liked the video as much as I did. It certainly took me down the memory lane. Over to you, Yashika.
Dear audience, I would like to inform you that our director, Dr. Aparna Mishra ma'am, has just joined us. Ma'am, we really miss your presence in the meet. May we request you to share a few words with the audience present today and encourage us.
Thank you so much, Yashika, and thanks for giving me the special timing in this so much tight scheduled program, because I was really missing them all. And as I know, the situation was unavoidable, so somehow I could not make out for the program. And I feel like my team has worked on my behalf, and you all have had a good time today. So, of course, I can't compensate it in such a short time span. There are so many things to say, because when I see you all, like I could see few of you right now, and I always feel like it is so fresh, like all the memories, everything is coming now in my mind, and I'm just lack of words to express myself right now. One thing that I always feel like after this moment passes, and that with every year's alumni meet, I'm growing 1 year older. So that is giving me a kind of alarming sign. But then again, reconnecting with you all and having all those things which I could accumulate in last so many years together is keeping me fresh, and that is actually giving me an expectation that all these generations which I'm witnessing growing and joining you all people and making their life meaningful, and of course our expectations which we always see in terms of your career progression, seeing that, witnessing that throughout is overwhelming. It's really, really ultimate happiness. And me as a teacher, I always, it's so precious for me. I wanted to preserve it with me. Right now, I don't know what am I saying. I'm so excited that somehow I could join at the end. I could get a moment. And thank you, Tanushree ma'am, the whole team for giving me this moment, because of course there are endless things to say. And I'm just waiting for you all to come back to your alma mater. And I'm waiting with a cup of tea with everyone together. So looking forward to meet you very soon in person. And thank you so much. Thanks for joining. Thank you so very much. Thank
Hello,
you.
Parna ma'am. Yeah, hello, Parna ma'am.
Hi, Ravi.
मैं वही आपको देख के मैं वही अभी एक सोचा था, सॉरी, मेरे को उस टाइम की बात याद आ गई कि अगर उस टाइम पे कोई अपर्णा मैम या सुनीति मैम को कहता कि रवि 10 साल बाद ईवाई में मैनेजर बन जाएगा, तो शायद मैम हंस रहे होते हुए घर, तो मतलब कि और इतनी ज्ञान की बातें कर रहा होगा कि जैसा था ये, सॉरी.
It's like overwhelming for me. Same here, Ravi. I what to say? I don't know. Again, वो याद आ गई कई बार. मैंने कहा रवि हंसना मत अभी. Don't laugh so much in my class. See, here we are. Like I could see you at this position where I thought of, and the intent was to see you there. So it's like ऐसा लग रहा है मैंने achieve कर लिया ये सब कुछ. निखिल, Antara, I could see everyone. I'm so sorry if I'm not able to take your names, but believe me, I could see it in the participants list. And I don't know, lack of words. Please forgive me, because yeah, I'm a human being, and ultimately, see, beyond the scope of my position here as director, I feel more like your teacher. So emotional attachment, emotional connection. Thank you so much, yeah. Thanks for taking out time and coming here and staying here for so long, and that's why I could get this opportunity to interact.
लास्ट
Thank you.
मुझे याद है, मैं आकाश और उदम हम पहुंचे, शायद हमने पूरे सेमेस्टर एक भी क्लास अटेंड नहीं की थी, तो हम सीधा पहुंचे, तो नीरू मैम, आकाश और उदम मेरे से पहले पहुंच गए, तो नीरू मैम ने सीधा उनको कहा और सबको क्लैप करवाया और उनको कहा वेलकम सर, अच्छी आप क्लास में आए। उन्होंने मेरे को सीधा सीधा फोन कर दिया कि भाई क्लास में आइए, तो यहाँ पर बेइज्जती है। अगर उस टाइम पे कोई मैम को कहता कि हाँ कि रवि यहाँ से निकल के क्या, और आकाश भी मतलब अगर we see कि आकाश what he has achieved, so yes,
Yeah,
it's all memorable.
everyone has achieved. Yeah, I could see you there where I aspired for in a way, and seeing you like so confident and coming back, and actually now you're giving back to your society, to your gentry. Like this is where we wanted you to reach. So thank you. Thank you for giving me this pleasure as a teacher. Thank you.
Thank you.
So over to you, Tanisha ma'am, because it is going to be endless. मुझे लगता है इनमें से एक-एक के साथ ना शायद एक-एक दिन, एक-एक महीना भी कम पड़ेगा when I start chatting. So मैं सबके साथ wait कर रही हूँ. I'm waiting with a cup of tea and of course lunch. Lunch on you and tea on me.
Yeah.
So I we'll meet soon and we'll have a lot of chatting. Like we'll relive genuinely the memory. So wait कर रही हूँ, देखती हूँ तुम लोग में से कितने आते हो. I'm again a teacher and so this is my last teachership on you. So I'm waiting for you. Thank you.
I was meaning to come for a while, but right now I'm busy because yes, we are expecting a kid soon.
Oh, congratulations.
Yes, I would come with a lot of sweet because I just cleared my CPA last year, and
Oh,
yes, I
very
will
nice,
come
Ravi.
with a box of sweet to visit all the teachers. So sure, I would surely come. So
I
after,
am waiting now eagerly. And मेरे को चाहिए good news with sweets and everything, yeah.
Yes,
And
sure.
or otherwise you let me know. I'll reach to your place.
Yeah, sure. So I'm
Both
in
ways work.
I'm in Sector 11 only, so it's very near to college.
Chalo.
So you
we
just
have-
ask, I'll come whenever you ask.
Sure, beta. Sure, beta. So nice. And congratulations. All the
you.
best.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you,
Okay,
Aparna.
so thank you.
Thank you so much. In fact, ma'am, all those alumni members who had to leave because of paucity of time, each one of them remembered you. And they said, please
Same
convey
here.
it to ma'am. We are missing her, especially Ashima. She talked a lot
I
about you.
know. I missed her really. I
We
missed
said we'll
her. I missed the
convey it.
whole session. I'm so sorry. I'll connect with Asima over phone.
Thank you.
So
Thank
I
you for
hope
taking.
you all. Yeah, and I hope everyone has had a good time today.
Yes, ma'am.
Nikhil, as usual, silent. Antara, silent. It's okay. We'll connect and we'll chat more.
So actually हमारे
Thank
टाइम में तो बहुत सारे टीचर्स अब गायब हो गए यहाँ से मीटिंग से, आप और बस सुनीति मैम ही रह गया उस टाइम पे।
हाँ, हम ही हैं रेशम पिता में यहाँ पे।
नहीं रवि मैं भी हूँ।
हाँ शमशेर सर भी हैं।
I'm out of there.
शमशेर सर हैं, शर्मा जी हैं, शर्मा सर हैं।
हाँ देवेंद्र सर भी है।
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Over to
I'm
you,
so
Yashika.
sorry, Tanisha ma'am. I'm so sorry to interrupt your program. So
Arey, nahin, not
frequently, like
at all,
in
ma'am. We
past,
were looking forward.
past
We were
10 minutes, 4 times. So I'm so sorry. Please proceed.
We are looking forward to hear from you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Yashika, over to you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your motivational words. I am sure that all of us loved Retrace 2024. We thank our alumni for joining us today and request them to stay connected with the Institute. To conclude today's day, may I now invite the member of organizing team, Dr. Suniti Chandok ma'am, to deliver the vote of thanks. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Yashika. Thank you very much. Really, I enjoyed a lot. Thanks to everybody. So I feel honored and privileged to get an opportunity to propose a vote of thanks on this event. I, on behalf of BCIPS management, my deep regard and greatly thanks to all alumni members for gracing today Alumni Come Interactive session. We thank you all for providing valuable suggestion for improving the potential and employability of our students. All our esteemed alumni are working in various good position in different industries, should share their they share their information related to current updates, industry, opening availability, and the job availability which is going to come in front of them in coming period. We are always open to your suggestions and how to improve ourselves to better charter or need of the student and alumni. We would like to know how can be more beneficial for the people in the future. So please feel free to guide us, suggest us, and we can reach out for your anything you need in terms of career advancement, personal growth. So please meet us and link with us. You will always find our support. So dear, always stay connected with us. I convey my deep regards to our director, ma'am, Dr. Aparna Mishra, and my fellow faculty members, Ms. Tanushri and Dr. Azjad and Latika, for their encouragement and support. An event like this required a meticulous planning and execution. We have extremely fortunate to be able to draw upon a willing support of our student coordinators, Lalit, Shubham, Mehak, Pragya, Megha, Yashika, and Piyush, who have extended their wholehearted initiative and support at every step and made the task easier and great success. Thanks to everybody. So we are going to end the session, but before ending the session, we want to take a group photo. So please, everybody switch on your camera so we can take a group photo, and that will be a memory for everybody. So please. All faculty member, everybody, please switch on your camera. Thank you very much. So now we are winding up the session. Thank you very much.
We
And
hope to
be
see you.
connected with us. Yeah.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yes, thank you, everybody. So we will meet again next year for Retrace 2023. So coming to meet you again in the future. Thank you very much, Aparna ma'am, for taking your time and coming back to meet your ex-student. Thank you, ma'am. And
And
Sharma
looking
sir and
forward to see
Shamsher
you
sir.
all. Yeah.
So thanks from the placement team. That is was the most important purpose to conduct Alumni Meet. So please keep you in mind that be in touch with me and with my team so that you can place.
And come
Take
come
it.
forward for epilogues, okay? We would like to hear you all in epilogues.
Because as I have told you, the aim of education is not knowledge but action. Action means placing you and getting you the good job for my juniors, for your juniors, and for my students. Thank you, Raj. Thank you. Namaskar.
Thank you, Aparna ma'am. Thank you,
Thank
everyone.
you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Shalul, everyone. Antara, now to see you places. Thank you.
Bye.
Ravi. Bye, Ravi.
Bye,
Bye, bye, Nikhil.
Ravi,
Bye,
we are
bye.
waiting for you. You are our neighborhood, so we are waiting for a good news and with a lot of sweet from you.
Yeah, sure.
Expecting that. We are expecting that from you.
Yeah,
Anna?
sure.
Please do come. We are waiting for you.
Okay, Ravi. Congratulations. Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, ma'am.
May I request the team to stay back for a while?
Yes, ma'am. Yes. The team can stay back and rest of you can please leave.